Good for him. Hey everybody, how's it going today? John here with Wood If I Could, Scroll Sawing Portrait Design, and Woodworks and everything else in between. Today we finished working on some more of the wedding letters before the weekend, where I'm gonna be gluing up a bunch of stuff so I can get them all cut out for the backgrounds. Um, Quick glance, this is what I'm working on. There's one wedding sign right there. You can't really see those, but they're all across the top up here. I'll show them to you once. I got them all cut out. I'll show them to you in a second.
Cool.
And that's one. Here's the second one.
Love that one.
Hello, Herb.
So we work on those. And on the panel with us, we got Robin, and Charles, and Billy, and Greg. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Howdy do.
Hi.
Good evening.
Oh, gotta be by yourself. Hey, Greg.
Yep.
Good evening.
And what's that?
Odd man out.
Yeah.
I got three Canadians and 2 Texans. Hello, Ariel.
Everybody is out there.
I'm gonna give it. I gotta give a shout out to somebody though. Oh, hello everybody out in the chat there. Herb, Larry, Dwight, oh, and Robin, and Greg, and and me. Give a shout out to a friend that I've been. He's been on my channel a couple times. He's been on my show. He's not very well known. Some people in here might know him. His name's Shannon Keats.
Yeah, I've seen him in here.
Yep. So his name's Shannon. He's from KeatsWoodworks.ca. He got a mention and a write-up in Canadian Woodworking and Home Improvement magazine.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Good job, Shannon.
I was talking to him. I was just chatting with him, and I know he's going to have a lot of work coming towards his way, because that's like one of the woodworking magazines in Canada to get mentioned in. So
Good
He's
deal.
a celebrity.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Shannon.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah.
And hi, Connie.
Yeah, hi, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
How you doing, lady?
Hello, Pet H.
So
Pat?
I threw his website. I threw his website up there in the chat. If you guys want to go check out what he does. He paints a lot of his scroll saw work, but he does really good work though.
KeatsWoodwork.ca. Steve Nealon of Harnell Media has joined us. Hello.
Mr. Steve Nealon,
Hello, Steve.
Mr.
Jason
Steve
Zen.
and
Jason
John S.
Rogers.
the website
John
designers
S.
to the makers. Look, everybody's coming in all at once.
My God.
Yeah. They're climbing out of the woodwork.
Yeah, I see
no.
that.
12 people watching now. Come on now. Throw that thumbs up out there.
It was a sad day in the Messy studio for the Messy Scroller, folks.
What?
Yeah, tell us what happened.
Did you hurt your thumb?
I broke my widow fish.
Oh no.
Tiff has joined us and JJE. Hello.
So hey, Tiff. So
Hey,
I'm gonna have to recut it, JJ.
Hello, Annie.
So I will probably do that live tomorrow. Hey, Annie, I just talked to you a little bit.
You broke your little fish.
I did. I broke my little fish.
All them characteristics in the wood made it fall apart.
Well, yeah, that Pecky cypress. It's just, like I said, it like I was telling John earlier, it's okay for large scale projects, but when you do something as intricate and small as this little box is, it just couldn't stand up to the pressures.
Intricate projects scare me.
This is a scroll sawfish then.
Yes.
Yeah. Steve Combs has joined us, as has Someday by the Sea.
Hey, Steve. Well, it looks like you need one more panel member. Yeah. Hey, Jason. Hey, Denise.
Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Mr.
Putter.
Mr. Steve C. How you doing, pal? Hello, Nancy.
And I know Tiffany, Broke Girl Aesthetics, gave me a shout out on her video the other day for girls using power tools collab.
She did.
I still haven't.
I saw her that.
I still haven't watched it yet, and like I watched it, but it was muted because Carrie was next to me, and I really don't like annoying her with all these crafting videos that I watch all the time. But I gotta watch it unmuted so I can hear the shout out. So thanks, Tiff. Hey, does anybody else want to shout out anybody else in the panel?
I shout out everybody out in the chat. If they got a channel, check them out. They take the time to make videos. Watch them. If you like what you see, subscribe. Click on the notifications. By God.
14. Tiff said 14 watching, 8 thumbs up.
And
Folks out in the chat, everybody out there in YouTube or Facebook land, we can do better than that.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, there's
Jason likes Robin's hair.
Beth's here. Potter.
Somebody, I think somebody dared her to do it 80s style, so she poofed it up.
Aquanet, baby.
Somebody dared you to do that? No.
Not naming any names.
I used hairspray back when I had hair. In
A little
high
bird
school.
told me.
And while everybody's over there checking out everybody else's channels, why don't you give it a big subscribe and hit that bell notification there, so you can find out when we're all going on and having fun and all kinds of jubilation
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
We've been missing you too, Annie. We really have. But you take care of you first. We'll still be here when you come back, sweetie.
That's the name of my channel. That and the word scroll. You should be able to find me under that.
Oh, and there's Fabi
Hello,
too.
Fabi.
Favi.
Good promoting, Juan.
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 And I know once I get done, these wedding signs, I'll be thinking about starting Fabi's sign.
Thinking about it. Don't get your hopes up, Bobby.
Oh, and then I also got another growth chart I got to get done first. Oh, and Carrie gave me some more things to do for the kids. the
Robin,
grandkids.
remind me who someday is. Is that Ray?
Denise.
Oh, Denise.
You were so close. Billy.
Sorry, Denise. Yeah, they were so
So
close. My bad.
Hello,
Again,
Denise.
I've got the memory of a sea slug.
Denise. That's like the nephew, but different.
Yes.
Diddly. Good to see there, Steve Combs. By God, Nancy says, I'm up to 320 subbies. That's subscribers for you idiots. Thanks to everyone who has
Cool, Nancy.
Wow, that's really good.
Cool.
Considering you have like 100.
Nancy, just you have more subs than John, by the way. Not trying to rub anything in. I'm just
I
saying
think he might be, but I'm not going to admit
you're
it.
not doing pretty good there. I mean, you're doing pretty good. That's all right.
Bobby says, really? Are you sure? I'm not sure you want to start Bobby's sign yet. And John is showing us his letter stuff.
Well, I see. I'm up to 276.
All right, Annie. Have a good night, sweetie.
Good night, Annie. Thank you for dropping
Night.
by.
Thanks for dropping by, Annie. Appreciate it. So this is what I got done so far. Like I said, so I got so it's two separate signs here: Mike and Callie, and Ben and Tiff. Shaver. Boo, 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 boo. So I'll be cutting out Paris and Chuck for Mike and
Jay-
Callie today.
Jason's asking, what were they sorry to inform you about?
I thought you were trying to spell out parachute something. My mind just went like Jerry's does.
I was going to say, bless you.
Paris and Chuck. Asking about?
A boot?
what were they sort of informing you about? Well, their wedding letters. Come on, like, I'm just trying to have some fun with people out there.
Yeah.
Because the Dear John is like a breakup letter.
Yeah.
Nancy said a couple of my videos have over 1,000 views. That's really good, Nancy.
Very good.
It'll only get better.
I got a couple of videos with over 1,000 views, but it took like 12 years to get there.
Yeah. Debbie says their names in cursive look so good. Wow, Kelly. It says Potter 64. Beth?
Jason said he would do Chuck and Harrison.
Now. I'm assuming ladies first.
Hello, Potter. How you doing, lady?
Why didn't you call her Sweetie, Billy?
I try to change it up.
Change it up. Don't want to be predictable, do we?
No,
Hello, Sugar Muffin. But that's troll.
little English
Sorry.
lass from across the pond. At least I think she's English.
Right. Hello, Puppy. Mervin.
Hey, Mervin, how's it going today, buddy?
Hello, Mervin.
Mervin,
Hammer.
how's things?
Oh, I was wrong. I'm so sorry.
He's Aussie. He talks like
She
this,
is.
mate.
She's from Australia. I can't do the I can't do the English accent, much less the Australian accent.
Well, the Aussie accent's a little out there.
Well, most Australians were once English.
Yeah, and I'm not
It
real good
was
at
true.
the
Well, so were Americans, Greg. I mean, come on. So were you Canuckastanis.
Oh no.
Crikey, look at that guana.
There's a whole bunch of frogs.
You said strine.
Strine.
Say strine.
Strine.
Shrine.
That's how Australians sound. Strine. I'm from Strine. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Australia was the English prison.
Hello, Ross.
Started off.
Good
as
day,
one,
mate.
Rusty.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing there, bloke?
I'm
Hi,
doing
Ross.
pretty good now. Got me a full tum tum. I won't be eating on your show tonight, there.
Lord.
John.
Hey, Russ.
Hi, Robin.
Yes, it was Jason.
Long time no look at you.
What you been up to, you damn hippie?
Yeah.
This and that. That's all I can say.
All right.
Hello, Tiff, Connie, Marvin.
I don't know how you can stand that long hair there, Russ.
I stand it quite nicely.
It took me a year to get a haircut, and oh my goodness, I couldn't stand it.
Oh, Lord, I've been going
wish
for...
I-
He's
never
he
cut
he
mine.
keeps that so Teresa has handles.
I go for a ride on my motorcycle, and it's stuck out below my shorty
Yeah.
helmet.
I know.
And well, geez, it may as well have just been an absolute knotted mess.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was a knotted mess.
Exactly. I've been there and done that myself.
I even bored my granddaughter's elastic bands to put it in a ponytail.
Yeah.
And, of course, it lasted for a while, but then, popped out.
John, you're in trouble. Connie is asking, where's our blue wrenches?
Oops.
Hello, Herbie.
Potter says, OMG, so naughty.
Oh, does anybody out there have a blue wrench?
No,
Herb does.
I got a lot of chrome ones.
Herb does.
Herb does.
Are they chrome
got a few.
vanadium?
Y'all watch out, Herbs and
Oh, yeah.
Teresa.
Oh, vanadium.
Me
Y'all
too.
mind your P's and Q's.
Robin does.
I've got metric ones. and Imperial ones.
What?
Yeah.
So Herb and Robin have wrenches.
And Steve Nealon.
Yeah, and Steve Nealon. That's a given.
Well,
I might be the only panel member that's ever asked my wrench to be taken away.
I've never had one, but that's all right with me.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Actually, yeah,
What
you
does
did.
it fit?
Yeah.
No, Tiff, you don't have a wrench, hon.
It's a 4mm.
Oh hell! That's
Yeah,
that's
pretty,
a
they're
that's
pretty
a
much
smoke
useless.
that's a smoke wrench.
Tiff says I do not anymore.
I think he just cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, narrowed it down a bit. And Potter says you need to be consistent in your participation to keep them blue. I think it's just because, you want to pick and choose, not necessarily who, but, you don't need 50 million wrenches
Right.
Mm-hmm.
because you rarely need the wrenches to begin with. It mainly allows you to post links and kick people out that are.
You're right. On my
Okay.
turning channel, I have 2 moderators.
I could probably use a hammer.
Steve Nealon and Doug Moore, Pole Barn Productions. Those are my 2 moderators on my turning channel. On my scrolling channel, I think I've only got Steve Nealon.
I was advised to relax on throwing the wrenches out there because basically
Yeah.
anybody can say whatever they want, but the thing is there's nobody can really control what's happening, so I gotta bring more control back to everything else that's happening.
I don't care.
Connie said, I'm in here all the time.
I don't want no stupid.
Well, I don't
Well,
understand the whole process, so I don't need a wrench.
Some of
And I know
the,
and I know how fast Robin is at throwing links up there anyway, so
There you go.
she's falling down on the job tonight.
That's
Oh,
actually
Hello, Shay.
the most work that the moderators get is posting links because you almost never have to time somebody out.
Right, and that's one of the things that Tiff and Connie were doing a lot of. They were posting links.
Yeah. Shaylee
Hey,
is joined
Shay.
us. Hello, Shaylee.
Hello, Shaylee.
Bobby says she doesn't give a hoot. No wrench for her.
I don't either because
it's for you.
I never can find anybody's channel to post it
Why not,
anyway,
Charles?
so there's no point in me having a wrench.
You got that one quick, didn't you, Charles?
Yeah. No wrench for you.
Robin said, isn't everybody subbed to everybody already? No, not necessarily. I don't think Potter is. She might be some.
if I had a wrench, I'd have to go to work.
You already like doing that anyway. You like wrenching.
Tiff said, yeah, I was fixing to post but couldn't, LOL.
Robin's being all helpful, saying, "Who do you want posted?" I'll be happy to post the link because I have a wrench.
Is that, yeah, why did I hear a
said that.
why did I hear a I have a wrench and you don't in there? Nanny, nanny, nanny.
Tiffany said someone asked for Jason Rogers' channel.
J and K scrolling. I don't know if he actually has a channel.
Hello, Steve.
J&K Photography, I thought. Hell, I don't know what his channel
Scrolling.
is.
J&K scrolling right now.
And Robin has posted Potter's channel.
It's all good, Potter. You can call him Jason, or you can call him, since he uses J and K all the time, you can just call him Good Just Kidding.
Billy couldn't wait to say that. You can call me Ray.
You can call me Jay.
That was a beer commercial, wasn't it?
You know, I don't remember, but I do remember it.
Yeah. I'm getting old.
We've got a good friend like that, Potter, whose channel is a nothing. Steve C.
Yeah, there is absolutely nothing, and I'm one better than him.
And Steve Combs has a bunch of subscribers.
He does. He got way more subscribers than I do with nothing.
Favi said Potter is the best with a wrench. Oh, that's cool, Connie. She said she had a great weekend, got a lot of gems for free. Real
Yeah.
gemstones or what?
No, you know better than that.
What's wrong with Russ?
I don't know. What, do you see something?
Well, he took his headphones off and then he muted the camera. Or turned his camera off.
His wife might be trying to talk to him or something.
But before he did that, he said, you know better than that. So I don't know what he was referring to.
I hope I didn't screw up again.
What'd you say?
I don't remember. That's why I'm saying I hope I didn't, because I have a guilty conscience. I might not have said anything.
Yeah.
Jason Rogers says, I have a channel with both photography and scrolling, but don't really do much. But J&K Scrolling on Facebook gets some photos every so often.
So what kind of gems, Connie? Inquiring minds. Mervin said,
"Does
Charles,
sound like
those eagles look awesome.
Thank you, sir. I think he's referring to my latest scroll saw pattern. Much obliged. Potter says it does sound like there's a schoolyard in someone's background.
Well, where can we find that pattern at? That
That's
eagle
probably
pattern?
my television, Potter.
That would be on woodenvisions.com, which I neglected to put in my name. Sorry. There you go. Now, Billy and Robin usually have the quietest backgrounds.
You say Billy and Robin usually have the quietest background?
Yeah, I was being a little facetious because I'm a.
Yeah, because my TV's almost always on, especially when I got a house full.
Yeah.
I can turn my compressor on.
I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, okay.
I could turn my mic on.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, I could turn my air compressor and dust collector on.
Keep it down, Robin.
I could start my motorcycle.
I'm trying to get people to come to the live. I'm on Facebook and I'm sending links.
Sure, you're chatting with Tiffany.
And looks like Favi's leaving.
Did a great
Well-
job, Quan.
Have a good
What?
night, Favi.
Thanks, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye.
Mervin says Robin was looking for some real deals.
Somewhere what?
Real deals.
Edward Henry from Facebook says, hello, Edward. He says, but I don't want to come and you pros make me feel like an amateur. Bull stinker.
Favi says, yeah, hubby's home, gotta feed him, worked overtime. Night loves.
Oh, Ed, what are you talking about? We're not pros here. We're always learning something new.
I'm the biggest amateur of them all, Ed. I've done one real scrolling project, and I'm going to have to redo that because it was a disaster.
I disagree, but I understand why he's saying it. I've never been told to have a yummy one
Scroll saw.
You disagree with what, Charles?
with it. I don't remember the wording he used, but that it wasn't a good project.
Oh, I said it was a disaster?
Yeah, I don't think it was a disaster. It's just unfortunate. So,
Well,
Wood.
bad choice of wood, actually, is what it was. It wasn't really a disaster
yeah.
in the scrolling arena, but it was a disaster in the choice of wood because it didn't want to stay together after I started peeling the
paper.
The prison seal
Oh, yeah,
off.
the pressing seal. See, you said that like a commercial. The pressing seal.
So
Tip
Edward,
says actual amateur. Go ahead.
Edward says he's not touched a saw in over 3 years. He needs to get motivated. Yeah, how do you motivate yourself? Charles, how do you motivate yourself to start scrolling again?
Not me, Potter. I'm a righty. Potter asked, who's left-handed?
Not me. My dad was. What did you ask me, John? I'm sorry. My brain cells collided.
How do you get motivated to get scrolling again?
Feeling lazy, honestly. That's really it. Unless I get an order. And Herb says, what are you working on? On the scroll saw, I'm still on the leopard, but on patterns, I'm working on that. I believe it's a golden eagle, but I never trust labels anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer, Ed. He says his central air got struck by lightning. He just saved up enough money to replace it.
Son of a.
Thank you for asking, Herbalicious. And by the way, y'all
Nancy
check
said
out
she's
Herb's Growing
left-handed.
Things.
Ed said he's lefty.
And Bobby says, nice tip and putter.
Okay, for real, bye.
Did you say
Night,
again,
Bobby.
Herbalicious?
I replaced my air conditioner this summer. 3 weeks later, I had to replace my well pump.
Your who pump?
Well pump.
I thought he said ball pump.
I had to replace my well pump last summer.
Welcome back, Russ.
Lucky I got a buddy who's in the heating and air conditioning business and a cousin who is in the well pump business.
That worked out pretty good, by God.
It's
Nice to
tomorrow
be
your
connected,
birthday,
huh,
Nancy.
Huh, Greg?
I often wish I was
Well
related to a
pump.
mechanic.
Well pump, Potter. Not ball pump. Well pump. Like
Edward.
water well.
It sounded like he said ball pump to me. I don't know why. But
Yeah, it
Edward,
kind of did me too.
yeah, Edward says I'm replacing both heat and air just to prevent future.
Oh, Potter says no, it's World Left-Handers Day. Ooh,
I got my tongue hooked over my eye teeth and I couldn't see what I was saying. Sorry
I
about
do that all the time.
Yeah.
Larry has said he's left-handed.
So my God. It's funny. I shoot a rifle this way and a pistol this way. Go figure.
that. Well, you should shoot your rifle or shotgun with your dominant eye, be it left or
Correct. Absolutely.
My left eye is my dominant eye.
Yeah,
But
my
for
little
some reason in my hand, a pistol feels more comfortable in my right
my,
hand.
my little brother's right-handed, but he's legally blind in his right eye, so he has to shoot left-handed.
Yeah. Dwight says I'm going on a month, but been woodworking, making coffee table and end tables, and I'm left-handed as well. And Steve Combs says, me too.
and you shoot a shotgun with both eyes open.
Yes.
That's probably why I suck at skeet shooting. Something with that big of a bang, I just by instinct I close my eyes right when I pull the trigger. I don't know why.
Well, it doesn't matter then, but it's before that. Just
Oh,
you're
yeah.
really lined up.
Yeah,
Are you
want me
saying
in the
you're a
right
lefty,
vicinity.
Steve C?
Connie says I'll be back. I'm on a call.
Okay, Connie.
And Edward says I right eat mostly use left hand. I shoot
Okay.
rifles and bows right-handed, but I'm left eye dominant. Those bows, or at least the compound bows, God bless America, you got to have some muscles to pull them back.
And not if you don't get one that's got too strong a draw strength.
Well, the one I got had too big a draw strength, or too strong, whatever it was. And Steve Combs says, yep.
The draw strength on those bows is set in pounds typically.
Yeah, that one was way
I'm
beyond
left
my
eye.
comfort zone.
I'm left eye dominant, but I shot a bow right-handed only because there was many more right-hand bows available. You know, than you just have to close your left eye.
Yeah, my right eye, I can see through it, but I can't read through it. It's so hard to explain. It's like looking through a transparent black screen. I'm practically blind in my right.
Ed said he used to shoot a 55-pound English longbow.
Oh,
That's a pretty stout longbow.
Yep.
I don't remember what my recurve was. I think my compound is 50 pounds. .45 maybe.
I only ever shot compound, different ones and that.
Yeah, I started out recurve when I was a youngster.
No, I didn't get into it till I was well into my 30s. I had a great fun with it.
My dad was overprotective growing up. There was so much I wasn't allowed to do. I never held a rifle till I was an adult, but I'm smart with guns. I just can't afford them. And
Yeah.
Edward Henry, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to read it, but you got it first.
So, alrighty, thank you. And sorry, one of the best Olympic archers was left eye dominant. Shot right-handed, but canted his body over to bring his left eye over the arrow. By God, that leans
Looking
over.
on the wrong side of the string. Ah.
Aha! Larry says I got to find out if I can be able to pull compound back at 70 pound Jeebus.
Holy crap! That's a stout one, Larry.
Mervelicious says, Russ, did you say that there's an old steam train coming through Beaumont soon?
I did see that. Maybe you sent it to me, and I appreciated it.
My compound was a 70. I always shot. I used to be able to hit a cigarette package at 60 yards, no problem, all the time or consistently. Not every time, but
I used to shoot cigarette butts off of mesquite thorns. I don't remember what gun, probably using a 22, but not lit ones. Stop shaking your head at me, Russ. That's a common occurrence. I've always, and this is probably normal, I've always been way more comfortable with rifles. I like the balance much better than a revolver or pistol. It's just because I like the whole the double arm stability versus the second you fire it, you gotta resituate unless it's a good balance. That part's fine. Are you the same way when it comes to preference on feel?
On what?
On feel, like preferring a rifle over a pistol or a revolver or whatever?
well.
No. Revolver, pistol. Pistol, long gun makes no difference.
I just prefer the stability of a long of a rifle.
I started out with rifles when I was about 6 or 7, and then you did the junior rifle club and all that kind of stuff, and our team went on and had provincial competitions, and we won the thing, and it was that, but that was 22s and open sights and all that kind of stuff, and I just went from there. But why I got into bows is because my neighbor, and up here you gotta know, you have to know about the firearm laws and that. He was in a divorce, and the authorities confiscated all his rifles. But at the time, a bow was not considered a firearm, so he was playing with that. He says, come on and try one. So I did, and I really got into it, and I treated it like a rifle. I did not go with the finger release. I went with a release, whatever you call them, a mechanical release and sights and all that.
Right.
I thought it was great fun. And
I'm 51 years old, and until my dad passed away, I had never had a gun or a rifle with a scope on it. I've always had the open sights, and my dad's 30-06, which I now have. I've never fired it, but it's got a scope on it, so I have to get used to that if it's sighted in. But if I know my dad, it's sighted in. And let me catch up on comments before anybody gets interrupted by me. Edward Henry says, Charles, please forgive me. I'm slipping to the dark side. I'm building a CNC. Well, Russ will be your friend on that. And
Very true.
yeah, I know Russ came back from turning off his stuff. And looking to buy a laser engraver, and Steve Nealon will praise you for that, and for clocks and coasters and such. And Denise says, good night all. Always fun hanging out. Thank you for dropping
Good night,
by.
Denise.
Larry,
Bye, Denise.
better with a rifle. All righty then. I'm much better with a rifle.
Me, I'm probably better with somebody else's shooting for me. Like,
Well, I did have I mean, it was a piece of crap, but it was a high point 9mm. That's easier to fire than a Taurus Judge. The Taurus Judge is way too heavy, in my opinion. I don't mean girly heavy. I mean, it's just the balance doesn't feel right. It's just too dang heavy.
With my old 30-30 lever action open sights, I could hit a Dr. Pepper can at 100 yards every time.
That's a sin. I'm kidding.
I got a 30-30. It's a gold-plated, not Winchester 1966 Centennial model. My dad won it on a 50-cent ticket.
Wow.
Cool.
I have a bolt action 22, and I don't remember what my dad's 30-06 was. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry for interrupting, sir. The cost of ammo and crap is why I haven't just gone out firing on the 30-06, but I'm looking forward to it.
No, I'm good with my I'm good with my sidearm.
See, up here, sidearms are such a pain with their restrictions. It wasn't. I didn't find them. Like, you can go out in your backyard and go plinking with your sidearm. Here, we can't.
Yeah. Pretty limited. Edward.
Well,
sorry, go ahead,
when
Edward.
I got my CHL, our instructor looked at my target and said, "How am I supposed to judge how well you shoot with only one hole?"
There you go.
It was probably 2 inches in diameter, but it was one hole.
Edward Henry says, no, once I lost my dad, my brothers, and my service dog in the course of 1 year. I kind of lost the desire to do much of anything. Very sorry, Edward. I knew about the dog. I didn't know about the other three. I'm very sorry. I
Sorry,
remember when you were trying to get another dog. Jason Rogers said, I have a 270 that will hit 300 yards all, no problem. I shoot almost every day in our yard. If I could afford to replace the ammo, I would.
I've got several, Jason, that'll do 500 without any issue.
I have no idea the range of a 30-06, but I imagine it's pretty far.
It is.
Far enough. I
Okay.
use seven
Who's got StreamYard and YouTube running?
I have YouTube paused.
I was getting an echo. I am hearing an echo.
I hear it too, but I don't know who he is.
Not me.
And Russ is muted, so it's not him.
Yeah, my 240 Magnum, my 7mm Magnum, my 264 Magnum will all do 500 yards.
Do you have any clue how far how comfortably far a
Accurately, I mean.
By
30-06.
programs.
Odd 6, Odd 6 should have a 500 yard capability as well. It lobs. It will. The ballistics aren't quite as straight or level as the Magnums are, but it's got to reach out and touch your range.
Nice.
I-
Y'all get off my property. Go ahead.
I buy Trojan Magnums.
I diddle it. See what you did there, John. Go ahead, Greg.
I use a 7mm mag for deer, and it's a custom built one with it's a P14 action with a bull barrel and a custom maple stock. But anyway, and heavy as you know.
But yeah, you said bull barrel. That did that.
Yeah, and but anyway, my neighbor, bless his heart, he's dead now. He was really into ballistics of 7mm Magnum. That was his favorite cartridge, and he started in 1966, and he documented every damn bullet he loaded. So I just said, tell me what's good, for everything. I just want, I'm not going to go out there playing. And we loaded up stuff, and we were just shy of 4,000 feet per second. And it was laser flat. I'm exaggerating. to
Yeah.
400 yards.
Yep.
And the thing was, you didn't even think, on a 7-power scope, you didn't even think. You just put the crosshairs on and bang.
Yep.
Larry is saying sorry for your loss, and Larry's also saying, what about a 7mm 08?
Well, it's flatter shooting than a 308 because it's a smaller diameter bullet. So that means you can push it faster with the same amount of powder.
Yeah, what he said.
But any of your high-powered rifles, once you get above 2,600 feet per second or so, if you hit a twig, you're going to miss your target because it's going to deflect.
Yeah. Ed Henry says, tell Larry thank you. He can hear me, but yeah, he's watching over. Ed Henry, just so y'all know, is watching over on Facebook. You're not crazy, and he's not a ghost. He's just YouTube can't see Facebook. Facebook can't see YouTube. But Edward's saying, tell Larry thank you. I'm slowly coming out of my darkness, and life is looking okay again. Good to hear, Ed. Oh, God.
That's why 30-30 is such a good brush gun, short distance brush gun, 100 yards thereabouts, because it's not moving very fast, and because it's a 30 cal, you can hit a twig and it still hit your target because it'll just blow right through it.
Yeah. Greg is showing us a pew.
Hope that doesn't get us in trouble.
No,
I'm offended.
I don't.
Barnes X bullet.
Larry retracted a particular message. Oh, the 7mm 08.
Oh, well, I was watching on StreamYard, so I didn't see that he had retracted it.
Yeah, it doesn't show that it's retracted on StreamYard, but it does on YouTube.
He talked funny.
I haven't seen it.
The thing is, 7mm, like I say, this neighbor of mine who was really into it, he would load a 7mm for varmint up to moose, depending on the bullet and the speed and all that kind of stuff. And, he was down to like 100 grain for varmint and then, 170 grain for moose. He had to reach out to 800 yards if it had to.
Yeah.
Ed is asking, what do I search for to switch to YouTube? You search for Wood If I Could, the way it's spelled under John's name.
What if I could scroll?
Yeah, What If I Could Scroll. WOO.
Hang on just a second, Edward. And Robin, oh no,
Robin's
you're on
already done it.
Facebook. I was but she posted it in YouTube. Edward can't see it because he's on Facebook.
Oopsies.
Just a second.
He says, got it.
Okay.
All right. We've yanked another one from Facebook. Welcome back. I think Russ is back, but I could be wrong. But no, maybe he's not. Something else shrank. Took away the microphone, so he's probably still muted. Yep, still muted. All right, mighty fine.
I also have a smoke pole. That's fun.
Who?
A smoke pole.
What
Muzzle
is?
loader. A muzzle
Oh,
loader.
muzzle loader.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. Is it cap and ball or?
No, it's an inline. Like
Sorry.
semi-modern, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. Well, that's better than the older style.
Yeah, with a cap, and then you can it's
Yeah.
you load it to it up the front, but
Because some of those old muzzle loaders, you pull the trigger, and you're like, misfire, and about the time you relax, boom.
one potato, two potato, whoops.
Yes, exactly.
Ed Henry is now joining us on YouTube. How many ways can I stalk you folks? Well, he also has Instagram and
Oh goodness, yes.
some other stuff.
But I've shot a deer, a couple, 3, 4 deer with a smoke pole. They have different seasons up here.
Yeah.
by the firearm, or there's bow, smoke pole, or muzzle loader, and then rifle, and so you can get different
Right.
licenses.
What the hell's a smoke pole?
Muzzle loader.
Muzzle loader,
Oh, okay.
like you pull the trigger in there. Well, did I hit anything?
Wait till the smoke clears.
Yep.
And Steve C says it uses a shotgun primer, right, Greg?
No, it's similar, but it is a particular to a muzzle loader. The inline is anyway. Percussion cap, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a little? I want to say copper, but maybe it's not copper. The little
Yes.
cap that's okay.
It's
That's
a little
a hammerhead.
copper jacketed cup. And
Yeah,
you
the hammerhead
push it on the nipple.
sounds kinky. Sorry,
Hey,
sorry.
they call it.
Greg said nipple.
Larry says that's the flintlocks. You have to hold them all day before they go off.
Now, flintlock is different. That has a flint and a pan and powder and
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, those are even worse.
that, but and I would shoot saboed 45 caliber out of a 50 caliber rifles.
I think a shotgun and a 7 mag were the most powerful guns I've ever shot.
All right, where'd Tiff go? I haven't seen her post anything in a bit.
I think you might have offended her and run her off.
Oh, goodness, sorry.
She said, "Good night, Denise."
I think Tiff and Robin are in deep chat.
Probably because Robin's got that grin on her face, and I don't think it's because of her hair.
It might be.
And we have been here for 47 minutes and 37 seconds. She has not changed her shirt, but she did talk about it before the show started.
No, Tiff said
Tiff
she's
says I
here.
am here. Sorry. Larry says, yes, they're faster, Mr. Greg. I don't know much about guns at all. I mean, besides how to be safe with them. So you can talk about all kinds of gun parts. I won't know a damn thing. I lived a sheltered life.
Don't get that too thin, John. It'll broke.
But I've probably done the most hunting with shotgun. With birds.
Oh.
Ducks, upland game, all that kind of stuff. That kind of. Mostly 12 gauge.
Yep. Me too.
I got a loader, a 12 gauge loader, and I would, crank out I don't know how many boxes a year. And I spent a lot of time shooting shotgun.
Yeah. I had 2 Texan reloaders, and now I've got 3. One was set up for 12, 120, and the other one I would set up for 410. The only problem is I can buy shot shells anymore pretty much cheaper than I can reload them.
John, Ed Henry is saying, I have a webcam and mic now if you ever want my ugly mug in the stream to be an example of beginners of what laser looks like.
But I reload all of my handgun and long gun ammunition.
You want me to send him a link? Sorry to interrupt, Billy.
I
Sure.
think handgun is a lot cheaper when you reload.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm going back to my neighbor who was into handguns big time, and he crank out 1,000 rounds of handgun, in an evening, and and they're whoa, you need that many? Yeah.
I sent it to you, Ed, if you're Edward M. Henry.
Ed said his favorite 2 weapons as a kid was a 12 gauge and a 22 20 gauge over and under. I had what was it?
Dwight Weagle is leaving us. Thank you for joining us, Dwight.
Night, Dwight.
Thanks
And
for being here,
Henry,
Dwight.
I sent you the link on Facebook Messenger.
Good night.
I had one of those over and unders too when I was a kid, Ed. It was except mine I think was a 222
Oh,
20 gauge.
okay, yeah, a shotgun center fire.
Yeah, yeah. Mine was a 220. Mine was a 222 over 20 gauge.
Nice.
Oh, he's saying not tonight. Gonna shut off computer in a bit. Get him room getting too hot. But after AC is replaced, I'd be honored to join you all. Aw.
Steve C said 22 410. Yeah,
Yeah, 72 410, and then there was 22 mag, and they put a 20 gauge on it.
Yeah.
There's many combinations,
right.
and they were great for like what we call bush chickens up here, partridge, or that's ruffed grouse.
Yeah.
And that you're walking through the pastures and the bush and down lanes and that kind of stuff, and yeah, those are great little guns.
Yeah, Taurus Judge fires two different ones too.
Yeah, 45 long coat and 410.
Yeah, sure. Got a hell of a loud bang too. Yep. Ed says the over-under is fine unless you have a 20 gauge slug and pitch it with the back and forth and end up skinning a squirrel when you shot with the wrong round. LOL.
Yep.
Most varmints, or whatever you want to call them, I ever shot was rabbits, because they were, at the time, they were way troublesome and numerous.
Oh yeah, the cotton farmers used to love us going out to the cotton fields in West Texas and shooting rabbits and jackrabbits because they were such a nuisance.
Yeah, I was shooting them right through the ears. I tell you what. Jason says I have a 22 410 Derringer. Nancy says started uploading tomorrow's video. All right, Nancy.
Ooh, wow! You wouldn't want to get in front of a 410 Derringer.
Not particularly.
The same thing.
A 22 is bad enough, but a 410, the slug in it. Ooh.
Ed says, okay, folks, love you all, but too hot, and I just heard thunder, so shutting down. Be safe, my friends. Thank you for joining us, Ed, from Facebook and YouTube. By God, make sure you're subscribed to John and me, Charles Jerry, and click on subscribe, and then click on the bell, and you click on the word all. You won't miss any of these outstanding, exciting, fun streams, live streams. I can't talk. Thank you for joining us. Larry says, my dad taught me to hunt when I was 4. Started with a Daisy 177 squirrel hunt. Yeah, I've had many a BB gun, but I never really counted those because that's.
I had a Daisy, and it was a 30-30, or a Model 94 copy, and it was a BB gun, and you pull back the thing and loaded up the
Air
magazine with a
Hello, Dennis.
whole bunch of BB.
Yes.
Potter says, need to talk to Tammy, so maybe back. Hugazall, thank you for dropping by, Potter. And hello, Dennis Woodden.
Night, Potter.
Dennis Duparin.
Hello, Wooden.
I always forget how to
Come
pronounce
back if you can.
Ed says, this is, I hope, my future woodworking business YouTube account, so I have to subscribe to you all soon. Alrighty then, we're going to hold
All
you
right,
to it.
Edward. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button to get all the notifications.
Absolutely. Good night, sir.
Night, Ed.
Sorry.
Night, Charles.
I'm still sort of here. But thank you. Well, he's ahead of the curve, I tell you what. I did tell him at the beginning I don't know how long I can hang out. Hell, it's been an hour out sort of there. Larry says mine shot BBs and pellets and was a pump. Yeah, remember
I
that.
got one of them. Still does.
Mine's
Yeah.
a pump and shoots lots of stuff.
I had one of those Pelicans, a brake action,
Yeah.
labor brake or whatever you want to call it.
When I was
We would
Right.
walk around for days, hours, of course, but with a mouth full, like a cheek full of pellets, lead pellets.
Yep, I've done that.
And there's nothing wrong with us.
Because it was a lot faster to spit one into that barrel and get a second shot off than fumble
Trying
it
to,
up.
they're trying to
Yeah.
fumble it out of the tin, yeah, and then drop them all over the place.
Yeah. Dennis, if you can remember, a broke girl's name is Tiff, Tiff.
Yeah, I did that,
It takes a while to get.
and
used
I had
to
a 22 pump Benjamin. It was actually my dad's when he was a kid. Oh, talk about accurate, and that would kill a rabbit in a heartbeat. I shot mostly snakes with it, water snakes at the lake.
I remember one of the earliest proud moments I had is when I shot a moving lizard with a BB. Then I shot it again, and when I got to the lizard, it was dead by then. Both BBs were touching each other side by side. So hell yeah! You're welcome, Tiff.
I don't know how many 100,000 177 pellets I shot. Man, when all through my childhood and up into my
Yeah, I shot most of mine were back when I was 12, 13. Most whatever. Well, I didn't shoot anything but 22 pellet gun. I didn't get my 177 /BB until much later.
Damn it! Now I'm in the mood to go target shooting, and it's kind of dark outside.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
now.
Robin Hush.
What did Robin do? What did I miss?
She's
Nothing.
she's butting into way too many people's conversations. Is what she's doing.
Oh, that's his way of saying talk to them.
Robin, goodness.
Mervin is leaving us. Says you guys have a good night. Sorry, Robin. Go ahead, ma'am.
Not
I'm,
Murph.
I'm
See,
doing a
Marvin?
bingo card.
Did you win?
I don't know yet. I'm only halfway there.
Just remember, I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
I was allowed out with my pellet gun, my BB gun by myself on my own with my buddies and cousins and all that. But with firearms like 22 and whatever, it was with my parents, my uncles. It was kind of, whatever. And weekends at the farm where I spent many summers at my uncle's farm, that was time to play. And many times it was go gopher shooting with the 22s. And we would go out, and now we have what we call gophers, and it's different than in many places. They're called 13 stripe ground squirrels here.
We know that, Tiff.
Okay, I was just going to read that. But yeah, I didn't want to interrupt Greg, but I have a tendency to interrupt.
13 striped ground squirrels. We don't have those down here.
Okay, so they're a smaller thing. Like they get kind of fat, but they're kind of like a red squirrel. Up here, about the size of a red squirrel. About 10 inches long, about 2 inches diameter, with a tail on it, a skinny kind of, a furry tail, but not like a gopher, which is up. People call a gopher up here probably about 15 inches long and about 6 inches diameter. Anyway, so they're
A lot of people
very
confuse
small.
prairie dogs and gophers, and I don't think they're the same.
Yeah, we didn't have prairie dogs. We had ground squirrels, and Anyway, we would go out there with a 22 and multiple 22s, and we'd go out to the pasture because that's where you could the grass was eaten down, and you could see quite a ways. Anyway, you get a fence post. You stood by a fence post, rested your 22 on the fence post, opened the car doors or rolled down the windows, played the radio. And the ground squirrels, or gophers, so we call them, would pop their head out to see what was going on. And you went, "Pow!" And that was a whole afternoon. It was hilarious. You got some, you missed a few. Whatever.
By the way, if y'all need a website, Harnell Media sponsors me, John and Billy, and some others. HarnellMedia.com if you need a very affordable website and pretty much anything you want. But if you choose a certain theme, it does limit you. But he can give you all them particulars. He's not just a 9 to 5er. If you do live streams, he'll join you, even if he has to roll his eyes the whole time. By God, y'all check out HarnellMedia.com. Tell him Charles Deering sent you. And Robin
Why is
says
he-
that story reminds me of the movie Rat Race when the kid was a prairie dog in it. What, John?
Is he giving out discounts if you mention your name?
No, I just wanted to sound important. But thanks for taking my thunder there.
I was going to say, but if you want Steve Nealon to take you more seriously, tell him John or Billy sent you.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
so what letter are you on now, John?
Would appear to be
An N.
An N. Yeah.
N.
Oh.
You're actually going pretty quick.
I have a feeling Steve Nealon is thinking of a comeback for either me or Billy or both.
Yeah, probably me. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to sound important, but that got stolen from me.
Jason Rogers said, "I have a spray glue story. Good for you." What'd you stick together? Your fingers?
I got spray glue.
Yeah, we all do.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I
It's
don't.
all right. It's kind of an inside joke thing.
Oh, okay.
But I don't use spray glue. But that's
What?
just me.
I do. I use it to glue my paper pattern to my pressing seal.
Prison seal. Robin says I did that before with super glue.
Night, Steve.
I've seen that trick by John.
Oh my God. I told this once on somebody's live. I don't remember whose it was. I was doing back when I was doing a lot of pens. Hello, DD.
Hello, Dee.
I was gluing up a segmented pen blank. Or actually a laminated pen blank. And I got a little carried away with the super glue, and I ended up sticking my 4 fingers of my right hand to this, and 3 fingers and a thumb to
I
this
don't mean to
blank.
interrupt Billy, but I think we neglected to say Steve Combs was leaving and didn't want to miss him. Thanks for
Oh,
stopping
nice,
by,
Steve.
Sorry, Billy, back to you, sir.
And so I got my hand glued to this blank, and so I thought I had a dry spot I could grab on this pen blank and get my fingers free. Nope. I ended up gluing both hands to this pen blank, and I'm in the shop, and the shop was on the back side of the garage through a door, so I had to go through the shop door into the garage to the back door of the house off the garage, and I'm
Welcome back,
kicking on the
Russ.
door because I can't open it, and my wife had to come out to the shop and gradually pour acetone over my fingers so that I could get loose from this dang pen blank.
Ladies and gentlemen, Russ
Yeah.
Meadows has joined us again.
I've glued myself to my workbench.
Billy, I think it's about time to step away from that there glue, sir.
Back when I was building radio controlled airplanes, I got super glue in my eye.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
How'd that come out? No pun intended.
With a trip to the ER and them running running a constant drip of saline through my eye.
When I was using
Saline
super glue
took care?
for a finish on pens, I would notice the paper towels were smoking. I didn't know that was a thing until that. That's not a hidden joke. That's real. Seriously. Okay, everybody stay quiet. Make me feel awkward. That's fine. That's fine.
One of the worst things I got in my eyes was I was cleaning my paint gun, spray gun, with gun wash. Some stupid idiot decided to turn the nozzle towards my face.
Oh,
And I pulled the trigger, both eyes, gun wash, full
That'll burn.
spray, 40 psi, bang. I thought I was going to be blind forever. Oh, and stained, son of a gun.
Yeah.
Moogly, moogly.
That-
Robin. sorry.
hello, Jerry.
Robin says I glued my finger to the glue bottle. My coworker had to cut off the bottle, and a piece of bottle. You can tell I'm crying.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm having trouble. reading.
Acetone dissolved super glue, Robin.
Yeah, piece of bottle stuck to my finger for a couple days. Mr. Billy sniffing too much super glue says, Jerry Flexley has joined us. Living Beyond Disability is his YouTube channel and Facebook deal. He says,
Hello,
no sound.
Jerry.
I wanted to say hi, everyone. Don't speak, Robin. I can't hear you.
He can't hear,
Yeah.
but he can speak.
Jason Rogers says, Billy RC car tires has remote control for you idiots. Gluing them, then wiped excess with a rag. The rags caught fire while waiting. And yeah, we are cut up.
A couple of years ago, I had an eyelash. It ended up being a white eyelash. Nobody could see it in my eye, and I couldn't get it out. It wouldn't come out. Nothing. Everything I did, nothing worked. It was driving me crazy. I'm one of those people. If I get something in my eye, it's like Panic City because it just absolutely drives me insane.
Oh, that
There's
was you.
no-
You were telling me. Oh, that was Russ that was telling me.
There's
that.
no way in hell
That's me.
could I ever wear contacts because
No.
if I get something in my eye, I just go absolutely ape stuff.
That's
So I just I'm putting up with it. I'm putting up with it. I can't stand it anymore. So my wife tries to, well, she can't see it. She's looking all over the place, can't see it. So she's trying to wash it out. She puts this towel over my face to protect most of my face as she's pouring water through my eye, right? Well, she ended up getting as much water on the cloth that was covering my face
Waterboarding you.
as she did.
That's what I was
So
gonna say.
so basically, she waterboarded me, and that was
I'll
another panic.
talk. I'll talk.
So I had this thing in my eye, and I've been waterboarded, and finally I said, "Okay, enough's enough. Just take me to the emergency
That
room."
might be why it was traumatic for you.
And so we get to the emergency room,
The hunt.
and the doctor's looking and looking and looking, and she can't find anything, and finally she sees it. It was a little white eyelash,
Good
and
Lordy.
but she by this time she'd had me on that pillow and drain pan and had been flushing my eye for I don't know 15 20 minutes. It was
I can imagine.
My
Jerry
God.
says, I'm on the side of the living, but almost wish I wasn't, but this too shall pass. Thoughts are with you, Jerry. Says, thank you, Tip. I'll be back to my cranky self sooner than anyone wants, LOL. So we're thinking about you, Jerry. Get back to,
it felt like that. It felt like that eyelash was radioactive. Oh God, it was horrible.
I have
I know the feeling.
for about a year now in my right eye vision, and it moves with my eyes, so I know it's on my eyeball.
It's a
But
floater.
there's little brown specks, and
It's
I can't see them when I look in the mirror.
No,
They're in
They're
my eyes.
floaters.
they're floaters.
What the hell are floaters?
It's,
It's stuff that floats around inside your eyeball.
Yeah.
it's inside. Yeah, it's
Everybody
in your
has floaters.
But
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah,
I've never
they're-
had
The
that
older you
before
get,
in
the
my
more
life.
floaters you get.
eye. Yeah, I've got one in my right eye that looks like a staple.
So that's normal.
Yeah,
Yeah. It,
just
I
it's,
try
thought
not to get a
something
whole
was-
bunch of them.
it's
I
dead
thought-
blood cells or
Hmm.
something like
Something
that.
was rotting away in my eye.
No,
No, it's floaters.
It's common.
They'll move around and go and
they go wherever your eye goes because it
Robin
follows
says
your eye.
yes. I thought
Yeah.
something was wrong with me. Thank God. I'm glad I brought it up. Robin says I was thinking of other kind of floater. Probably has to do with something toilet wise, and other floaters are.
that sinker.
Yeah.
Just-
Well,
they don't just
well,
rolling.
Now my floaters aren't brown like Charles's, so that
bloody
could be
hell.
what Charles's are made of.
Oh, you've been sticking your head in the toilet or
How,
what?
how did I poop in my own eye?
Mine is black, not brown.
Mine are white.
Yeah.
Not mine.
But-
Mine,
Jerry
mine
says
black.
colitis was setting in last night, taking off some hold by this morning.
Oh, white.
Yeah, I'm so glad y'all say that's normal
Matter.
because I was worried something was
Shay said it's
separating or-
fragments of tissues. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Great, my eye's falling apart. That's just wonderful.
The thing
She
about
said
eye
hers are
floaters,
gray.
though, is that keep an eye on them. Well, no pun intended, but keep an eye on them. If you end up getting more than you normally
Yeah.
have, like you normally have like one or
Right.
two, and they're basically hairs or spots. If you start getting more, then go see an ophthalmologist because it's actually your
Cornea
retina
separating?
starting to detach. Yep.
That's
Right.
what I was afraid of.
Yeah, your retina could be detaching.
Now I did notice it changed shape and got smaller, so it might be breaking up.
Could be. Shays are gray.
You're
But
breaking
they
up.
could also
You're breaking up.
they could also be they could also be parasites in your eyes too.
Yeah, I'm getting eaten from the inside out.
Yep.
And Driller says Robin trying to pull her hair out. Yeah, but notice when she's been pulling on the far side quite a bit right there by her.
So, Charles, you're saying you're not looking too good.
Hell no. Sexiness is no longer part of my repertoire. But I'm funnier than hell, right? Come on, somebody work with me here. Hey, sweet.
Shaylee said, well, then I got lots of bugs.
Lots of bugs.
Tiff said, because it's driving her nuts, talking about Robin's hair. Because she made it poofy.
I used to have some beautiful hair. Dang it.
Should have left it curly.
I shouldn't have cut it for a damn girl. I'd be competing with the rest right now. Damn it. Now mine would be receding, but
So
at least
so
I'd still
just
have
out of
hair.
just out of curiosity, Charles, you keep saying this. So how long ago was it you cut?
He did. I seen a picture of him. He had
It
some
was-
long hair.
I'll find it. I was in my.
No.
How long ago did I cut it?
Yeah.
No, I'm giving away my age here. Probably in my late 30s, mid 40s.
So at least 20 years ago. You're telling me your hair's not grown in 20 years?
It grows, but I look like Billy Idol on crack, so I reshave it. I don't like looking homeless
But you wear a hat, so why don't you just let it grow out?
because I don't sleep in my hat and I look homeless. I'm trying to stay married.
Did you ever see the character on, what was that? Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I'm looking for the picture now. Go ahead.
Okay, what was his name? Riff Raff. That's what I look like when my hair grows out.
Mm.
It's a skillet.
I know y'all are gonna make fun of me, but I felt attractive when I had long hair
Well,
and my
if I
facial hair
hadn't,
turned white.
if I hadn't have cut my hair a few years ago, I shaved it down like a Marine Corps recruit, down to nothing. If I hadn't have cut it, added to what I have now, I would have been well past sitting on it.
Okay, I found it. Oh Lord. Now y'all can
I
laugh
used to
at me all you want, but
have
it's a gorgeous freaking picture.
I used to have long, sexy hair too.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen there, John, if you're so inclined.
Were you gonna
I'll
call me
wait for
pumpkin?
you. That's me with hair.
Yes, you do, Connie.
I'm not the birds. I'm over here on the left.
Connie says I have pretty hair. She does.
That's me. I wasn't on drugs or nothing.
Wow. You look like Axl Rose a bit there.
Thank you.
Yeah, before we started drinking.
Yep. So that's your sexy stroller right there. Thank you, John. Oh, I missed my hair. And Herb says, if I let my hair grow out, I look like Don King. That's funny in hell right there.
That is no lie.
Tony said, I just cut 14 inches and it's still to the bottom of my butt. Yes, it is.
Oh, goodness.
Scully. I just now read Jerry's comment. I guess I heard you say that word, so I guess you already read it. So yeah, I had hair once, Dak. That's why I'm so jealous of Russ. It's not an attraction; it's envy. Damn it.
Years and years and years ago, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, my hair was fairly long, and I used to work on cars, or I still do, but I did a lot more. And I got on a creeper, a creeper that goes under the car, you got wheels on it. And I give it a good shot with your feet, right, to slide under, and my hair wound up in the wheels.
Oh, that happened to me too,
Oh.
man.
Owie, 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 owie.
That was the only drawback I ever had to having long hair was getting stuck on a creeper.
Jerry
I've
said
been
you
called
look
a
like
creeper.
Jesus
I look like you. Well,
in that picture with the long hair.
Well, you look like Jesus.
be still, son, and know that I am whatever the word is. I don't remember it all. I've slept since then.
All right. I need more water. I'll be right back.
So be nice to
Have
do.
some of mine.
Hey, Billy. We'll hold you to it.
I take that biotin stuff, and that's why this is so full. But I can't get this to grow worth the crap.
And that's the way it is.
The only hair that grows well on me, besides my nose and my ear hair,
Do we want to know this? No offense, Greg.
is right here.
Okay. Well, there's okay. Sorry. That's
What's
right.
my chest?
Make
What's
you
that?
stay quiet.
Go back fuller.
Yeah, I mean, although I missed my hair, I hated it when my hairline started receding. It's back to about, I think, here now. But yeah, I always felt like I had a billboard forehead.
My hairline didn't recede, just my forehead got a lot longer.
Yeah. Luckily, I had a picture of me with hair, because otherwise, yeah, sure, Charles, you were good looking. Sure.
Well, I didn't have to bother with that.
I don't remember what year my goatee portion of my beard started turning white, because as you can see in that picture, it was brown or reddish brown. And when I got married in '97, it was reddish brown. It's like I don't know when it started turning white, but boom, bippy, it went white. Luckily, this is brown, but I still look shaggy. But I'm Charlie Daniels. Deb went down to Georgia looking for soul steals in a band way behind Will to make a deal. Come on, I'm a joy. Little boy playing fiddle and sawing it. You know what I mean?
Easy for you to say.
Throwing on a fiddle and playing hard. Jumped up on the hickory steps. That boy, let me tell you what. And take it over, Russ.
Oh, goodness, girls.
I'll let that one pass.
See, I was trying to show off how fast I could sing it, and I butchered the lyrics. Dag blabbing, I'm so sorry. Let's talk about Robin's hair.
That perked her up.
But it's much poofier than mine.
Yeah. It's got more hairspray in it than you do.
I don't have any hairspray.
No?
I just
If you-
blow dried it.
Yeah,
and-
if you use a blow dryer at just the
Yeah,
right
I
angle, it'll
blow-dried
keep
it.
it poopy. I've done that back when I had hair.
Robin, is that the same top you started the evening with?
Yes, it is.
Believe it or not, she
Shocker.
talked about changing it, but she still has it. In high school, when my hair was real long, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Bon Jovi, but his guitarist, Richie Sambora,
Yeah.
people thought I looked like him. I don't know if that's good or bad. And I hung out with a guy that looked like Brett Michaels, so us being teenagers, we hung out at a skating rink, thought we were badasses, but it was a skating rink. But the girls came after us, and then they realized I wasn't him, and I left alone.
Oh,
That was all that newfangled music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hung out with what they called the stoner crowd in high school, but I was no stoner. I was just heavy metal, whatever. But I've always been country at my core.
I can't say I've ever been country in my car. I live in the country. Well, kind of.
I want to live in the country.
Almost.
I love the hell out of singing country music, but I love all kinds of music, but only singing will I do country.
Classic rock all the way.
Classic rock and roll, baby.
All right. Rock and roll, deep.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Deep Purple, Deep Purple, Deep Purple.
I like pretty much anything other than blues and jazz, and sometimes I can appreciate it.
No. I like blues.
Blues, rock and roll. That's
Blues and rock and roll. That's me.
The way Chris Stapleton sings country type blues, I like. And I can
consider-
appreciate the musical and some of the lyrical talent in blues, but for the most part, it sounds like a lazy singer, and that's not a
I
dig
don't
necessarily.
like. I don't like Chris. I don't classify him as country. I classify him more as blues.
Well, I most definitely blues, but I
He's
call
not-
it country
to me,
blues
he's not-
because
yeah.
he's not on country radio.
I
Yeah.
understand that, but I don't consider him to be a country music singer.
Well, yeah, one of
I
the
don't
songs I remember
consider-
him singing was he sang that George Jones song.
I don't consider hardly any of the people being, or these days
Well,
being country
These
singers.
days are not.
Oh,
it ain't-
hell,
it's
these
not
days,
country.
hell no, they're pop.
It's more pop.
Who was
Rockabilly.
was it? John Conley or George Jones that Chris Stapleton redid that song "Smooth as Tennessee Whiskey"?
That was
Strawberry
David Allan Coe.
wine. You sure?
think so.
Well, one of them must have done a remake then, because I don't remember.
Yeah, David
Allan
Allan Coe, I
Coe
think,
singing.
was the one that wrote it and did it, and then then he redid it. I think it was David Allan Coe. I could be
I'm
wrong.
gonna Google it, dang it!
Yeah, Google it because I think it was him.
I
All
got.
right, Robin, you need some input into this conversation.
I can't remember the name of the damn song.
Yeah, Larry says Robert Johnson blues. Boy, you going back to the
yeah.
1920s?
There you
Pick
go,
him up.
Robert Johnson. Yeah,
Robert
and we just
Johnson
lost
was good.
Dusty Hill.
Crossroads, yeah, we did. Robert Johnson did Crossroads, and I
You,
didn't.
you
hear
need
it.
an air conditioner in
Well,
there,
the song
Dennis.
is called Tennessee Whiskey, and it was a George Jones song.
Dennis said I
Was
tried to.
George Jones.
Yeah.
Dennis said
because,
I tried to scroll saw today, but it
I
was
saw
way
David
too
Allan
hot
Coe.
in my shop.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hot. Yeah, I love me some country music. I mean, I appreciate other genres, but when I sing, man, my heart and soul is country. By God.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
I couldn't sing if my life depended on it.
My favorite song by George Jones to sing, only because Larry's talking about him, is "He Stopped Loving Her Today." I'm sure there's
Oh,
other
hello,
ones.
Chris Nealon.
Hi, Chris.
Now,
George
George Jones, wasn't he arrested for driving his lawnmower drunk?
Yeah.
There's no telling
Uh-huh.
what he did. He lived in the town over from me.
George No Show Jones.
And
Over
he
in Vidor,
used to
Texas.
beat the hell out of Tammy Wynette.
Yes, he did.
He cleaned up his ways. Of course, Glenn Campbell was an abuser too, I believe, with Tanya Tucker, however you say it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That
At
shattered
least
my
that's what she
image
said.
quick.
That's what she said, but I don't know. Maybe he did.
See, the height of my aggressiveness with a woman is like when my wife starts getting pissy. I said, "You're so lucky. I'm scared of you."
Well, you don't win.
Well, yeah. I let her think she's winning, and it's over. We don't fight over stupid stuff, anyways. We're just not the type of couple that fights over petty crap. Pick
You
your
ain't
battles, by God.
You're not normal, man.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment, by God. I'm a special breed. I tell
we
you what.
fight over stupid stuff.
No, my brother, and actually my brother and his wife don't fight much either. It's just, life's too short. We just pick our battles. And
I'd
if
like
my
to pick
wife and
my
I do
battles.
disagree with whichever one of us knows we're wrong, we'll apologize usually within the hour.
I picked my battles too, but I'd end up losing them too.
Even when I'm right, I still apologize if I got too mad, because it takes a lot to get me mad. But yeah.
Hmm.
Our biggest fights had to do with disagreeing on how to handle something one of the children did, but they're her children, so I had to let her handle it how she would.
Yeah.
But it was hard to stand by. Anyway,
Wish I had a watermelon.
Oh,
somebody get Billy a watermelon, dagnabbit.
I just had one last week. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Robin
Had
says,
some
"Wish I
grapes
could
last
talk about
night."
my fights with my husband, but he's sitting right there." I'm like, well,
Well, you can talk about it all you want. Just
point at him, Robin.
hot
Point
dog,
at him.
hot dog.
Does Robin know about the hot dog? Hot dog is how we would warn each other that our spouse was coming behind us on camera. Didn't know if you know that or not. And hot
This
dog
was-
ketchup means blood.
This
So
was
it's-
Connie's hair before and after she cut it.
Mercy sakes, who is Connie? Oh, Connie here in the chat.
Yeah.
Her before picture would be about where mine would be if I hadn't have cut it.
After is where mine was before I cut it.
Wow.
Jerry Clower was about 30 minutes from where I live, says Larry
No, I-
Aldridge. I remember Jerry Clower.
I do too. I just saw one of his skits on YouTube last night.
Darnell, well, Tammy Wynette was from Meriden, Missouri. No, that'd be about
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
And Connie says, I got a watermelon yesterday. And the driller
Robin,
says,
did you read Robin's comment?
Yeah.
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 I told her to point, but she didn't. I guess he's looking right at her.
I told her to go ahead and say it. We'll call
I didn't.
hot
I
dog
didn't.
if
I
he
didn't
comes
think
behind
y'all
us.
fought, Robin.
Robin, if you need our help, blink. Because I will write to him in all caps, and I'm dead serious.
Connie said she got a watermelon yesterday. I need to go get me a good one. A
don't
good one.
like
I haven't bought
watermelon.
me a watermelon yet this year.
Watermelons are one of those things I don't like because of the texture, just like celery.
I love watermelon. Sweet one.
Yeah, but you don't like ham.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. My
Which one of
wife
y'all-
tonight made tater tot casserole a different way. She put cheese on top, and I
Oh,
told her
Lord.
it was the best way that she's ever done it. And as I cut me a slice of it, I looked and I saw a piece of ham.
Oh, man.
And she knows I don't like ham. So I said, what'd you put ham in it for? She said, I didn't put ham in it. That's bacon bits. I said, it looks like ham. I almost didn't eat it because of that.
I was about to say, she's trying to sneak it to
Oh,
you like
my
a dog with a
God.
tail.
And I said, that damn Canadian bacon, ain't it?
Russ, what's your problem with ham?
I don't know, but that sounds good as hell, that tater tot stuff. Ooh, Lord.
Ah, buddy. It's
sounds
always
heavenly.
been tasty.
My wife's out of town for 2 days. I'll be eating frozen crap.
Yeah, she took a blend of Mexican cheeses and put that on top this time and then baked it in the oven. And it came out like that cheese kind of made it feel like it had a crust over the top of it. And you talk about it, that was pretty
Man,
tasty.
that sounds dang
Lord,
good. Yeah, I
that
need
was
you to
good.
bring me some there, Russ. Larry
It's,
says the story
half
he
gone,
told
buddy.
about the bar being cut down was a true story. I think he's talking about Jerry Clower.
Yeah.
Dennis wants to know what kind of wood that am. John.
Oh, Dennis, it's 1/4-inch Baltic birch.
1/4-inch Baltic birch.
Plywood?
One of my,
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yep.
Jerry Clower stories was, I think somebody was fighting, I want to say a coon up in a tree, a raccoon, sorry, that's my southern coming out. Something about somebody wanting to fire up in there and help. He said, well, fire it up in here amongst us. One of us got to have some relief.
Yeah.
It would be funny if I remember
Dee
the
Dee
story.
said, how do you pick them? I'm assuming he's talking about watermelons.
If possible, thump them, from
You-
what I hear.
Two hands,
Yeah.
they're big.
Thump them or pat on them. Yeah, they should. It should vibrate. You can. It will. Yeah.
That's how I pick my women.
It's.
Thump them.
You can tell when they're really juicy because
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
because it'll vibrate under your hands when you
Now-
thump it.
now- Take all that having to do with a woman, it makes it funnier. And that was Marcel Ledbetter.
Yeah, Marcel Ledbetter.
Shoot up in here amongst us. One of us got to have some relief. They're up in a tree fighting. Yeah, I guess you had to be there. I liked him. And Andy Griffith was a good storyteller, too. I haven't heard a whole lot of it, though.
I thumps me women.
I don't me women. And if they vibrate, it might be because they're, never mind. And then the Lord said,
Wouldn't get me too far.
well, I didn't say you got away with thumping him. You know, just if she smacks you, you don't want her.
Goodness, Charles, goodness.
I don't actually
Robin,
thump
smile
women.
when you look at me in that tone of voice.
Justin Wilson, yeah, Justin Wilson. I guarantee. A little mayonnaise, Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah.
Go put it. This recipe here calls for a little wine, so you pour a little wine for this, and a little wine for me, and a little more wine for this, and a little more wine for me.
I'm good. Let me tell you what. My God.
Yeah, but
And then we've been over the by God. That was what's his face? How big a boy are you? Roy Damn Mercer. That's what it was. Do them prank calls. Well, how big a boy are you?
Oh yeah,
Tony
Tony said that the other day.
when the watermelons get ripe, the bees sting them, so you want to look for that. All right. Well, I'll just walk right by them watermelons. I'm sorry. All right, and now we're caught up in awkward silence.
There's a very bad joke about a watermelon patch. It can't be
What, me?
said anymore.
Well, thanks for teasing us.
Yep.
not politically correct anymore.
Let your minds.
You don't want to rely on my mind, trust me. 'Cause
Well,
mine's
it's
going-
probably where that joke
yeah,
was.
mine's probably in that spectrum, but I
It's
don't
all,
have a clue
it's all
what the
good,
joke
Greg.
is.
It's all good.
I guess Billy knows it. If Billy won't say it, it's got to be bad.
No, it would get this live stream shut down in a second.
Okay, well, I'm not playing stupid. I generally don't know what it is, but I'll take y'all's word for it. Now let me know on Facebook, dang it, because now I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Facebook jail for you.
No, not
Yeah.
publicly. Just write to me. What the hell is a joke?
No.
Uh,
It would have to be direct email. Well, I don't know. That's
I hate being the only one in the room that doesn't get it or doesn't know it.
Robin probably don't know it.
I heard it about 45 years ago. So
I'm sorry that I'm
just take
trying
it
to-
as that, right? It's the shit's being old.
I wouldn't know about that.
You can't giggle at stuff anymore. It's just
No.
That hadn't stopped me.
wow.
Well, it stops me sometimes, but it depends on the crowd. Yeah.
Well,
Billy, dang it, message me on Messenger. Damn it.
my daughter,
I don't remember it well enough.
referenced me. You know the movie. What was it called? Gran Torino.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Cleaning. Yeah, she says, "That's you, Dad." Like, you know, shut up.
My Lord.
Get off my lawn.
And others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost
Yeah.
John.
That Gran Torino stuff, the
Yeah.
family that he was interacting with, none of them could act worth a crap. They took away from the movie, I think.
No. You know,
Storyline was good, but
the
those
storyline was there, and you know, if the thing probably wouldn't fly half as much well as it did now with the climate, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, the snowflake.
Yep.
But yeah, to me, that the acting was horrendous aside from Clint Eastwood, or at least from that family next door.
yeah.
I hope somebody's
Speaking
explaining.
of bad acting, like, you know, I grew up in the day of hot rods and this and that, and custom cars and on and on. There was a couple that come out in the 70s, you know, 1970, 1971, when I was, you know, still in high school, and whatever. One was Two-Lane Blacktop. Has anybody heard of that movie?
No.
No.
Yes.
It had great drag racing shots, or, you know, but one of the poorest acted movies, except for Warren Oates, who was the only professional actor in it. Or
I did like
I-
Warren Oates.
Have you ever loved a movie as a kid, or even a older than a kid, but not quite a full-fledged adult, and then went back and watched it as an adult and wondered what the hell you liked about it?
Yeah,
I did that with Star Wars.
No, I'm waving at Robin and she ain't paying
Okay,
attention.
I was just flirting back and forth with Billy. He said, "Hi, Billy." Hi. He's just randomly waving, so I didn't want to make him feel alone.
Every now and then, what Robin will look up at the screen, and I don't know what she's looking at, but it ain't us.
Every now and then, I'll call.
Yes, it is.
Jason Ricoloff has joined us.
Hello,
Hello,
Jason.
Now, Greg, write to me and tell me what that joke is. I'm not going to let it go because it's eating at me.
Charles, it's gonna take me a half hour to write it,
Dang it. I got a half hour.
and I can't do it right now. So
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm not what do you call it? Not a
Oh,
multi.
yeah, I'm the same way. And Russ, go ahead and shake your head. I'm sure I'll say something to deserve it here shortly. There you go. By God, my day is complete.
But the movie Two Lane Blacktop was
Ta-da!
about cars.
Last letter done, right?
Yeah. John's been scrolling while we was babbling.
Oh, I know.
I don't know why Robin doesn't let us talk more. Little joke there, Robin.
If I had his talent, I'd be famous.
Who's John's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shay has John's talent. She is famous.
Yeah.
Good, dude.
That's it per day. Harrison.
Like, wood and, when I deal with wood, it's usually chainsaw, axe, fire,
Fire. Yeah. Right.
It's none of this precision, manipulation of stuff.
Pieces. Harrison.
And I, feel kind of fish out of water here with all these woodsies.
Well, you're welcome to be with us, sir.
I'm not very woodsy. I appreciate it though, like all the.
Robin's throat.
And you're a good fella. That's why I prefer you're here.
Robin's not very woodsy either.
And for the sake
Are you,
of
Robin?
communication, Dennis and DD Driller
Sometime.
say very nice. And
Oh, you work with
that
wood, do
looks
you?
so cool. Robin's broke as
Well-
well.
I have, but not scrolling.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be scrolling. We're talking about working with wood.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Oh, I didn't
Very
know
beauty,
that.
Miss John. Sincerely.
Yep, that looks good.
Yes.
There we go.
Nice.
So that's
That's
how
good.
they're
That's
gonna
good. That's
look.
good. Sorry. That was for Russ. So he could
Good
shake his
job.
head.
All right,
Yes,
that's enough. You can settle down now, Peanut.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, now what do we talk about? Very good, John. Very
So-
nice.
Yes. So for the so the letters are done for this one, and now I gotta basically laminate my wood backer for this one before I cut it all out, and then I gotta cut down all these strips for this one, and then like I said, I was gonna do like a herringbone pattern for each one of these legs on.
Are you going to put the kokanee Sasquatch in the mountains?
I should, eh? I should. Like, you know what? I can actually put them like right here, but I can put them right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Good one,
That's
John.
okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Your ears do not deceive you.
Yeah.
He did say A, so it was a, it
He
was a
did.
Canadian reference.
Yep, you did. I should, eh?
Where a
Should
boot are you going to put that
Yeah,
Sasquatch?
wear a boot right there
Yes,
between
Connie
the
does
end and
work
the
with
C.
And you know what? Just the top. But I'm pretty sure they drink pill, so I might put a little cup of bunnies down the bottom over here, right?
You gonna use your pencil crayons?
Oh yeah, pill.
No.
You gotta have pill in there.
Get a bit of bright right there. You want to ride in my car? Go ahead and start shaking your head, Russ. Come on now.
Wait, you're making fun of me now, or Charles?
I
Yes.
would never. Yes,
By the way, Charles and I don't look nothing alike. Don't call me Charles.
I didn't
Actually,
call.
that is my name, so don't call me that.
No, no, no.
I didn't.
The only reason I said Russ is because he just said your name.
I know. I realized that when I said it.
Now, John,
Are
you
you-
talk about regional beer,
Are
and
you ashamed?
back in the
But
mid
it is my name, Charles.
we went to Saskatchewan, and the regional beer there was Bohemian. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Well,
heard
that-
of
it was
Indian Rhapsody.
everywhere.
Tiff said, I'm shaking my head for him, Charles.
Well, I love you too, Tiff. Forgive
Thank
me
you,
if I'm
Tiff. I
not shocked
appreciate
that
it.
you're shaking your head.
I appreciate the help.
I think I keep Tiff's head on a swivel, or at least her eyes. Once she rolls her eyes any harder, she'll be looking at her own
No.
spine.
Good night, Jason.
Good night, Seth.
Night, Jason.
Good night.
Bye, Jason.
She spoke. Holy monkey. Sorry.
Could you imagine if I had Robin
Sorry.
poofy hair?
That'd be
Well,
probably too sexy for the stream.
you can actually still get Bo in at different stores because Molson makes it. Right?
I could turn
It ba-
upside down my head and
basically-
look like the little
basically
little
Bo-
girl.
Bo is about the same as Labatt 50.
Yeah, Bo was, and I'm talking mid '70s here. You know, Bo was. Oh man, that was it. You
I
know,
love you too, Tiff. Go ahead.
But like I observe Leo drinking age stuff.
Robin,
And
Jerry wants to know if you got shocked.
When I started drinking, I was drinking Molson Dry.
Molson Dry.
Yeah.
Yes, that was '80s, mid '80s
Yep.
that it come out, and I drank a lot of that. Before that, it was Canadian.
Well, before that, it was whatever my parents bought, which was usually Molson Light, Blue
Yep.
Light.
I say I'm not going to make fun of Robin because I love girls' '80s hair. I did.
We had a few beers here. Well, they were actually ales, and they were 12 plus alcohol by volume. And so we go 3 on a 6-pack, and there'd be 3 drunks. You know, 14%, Calgary Export, Manitoba 200,
Okay, Calgary.
Calgary Extra Old Stock, or Extra Old Stock was another one.
Chris Nealon saying Moosehead.
Oh, Chris, stop with
This is
Moosehead.
my new.
It
This
sucks.
is my new
Big schooner.
rally call.
Moosehead's Eastern beer.
We're bringing back
I know.
mullets.
So
okay?
Scooter.
So's what?
Schooner.
I liked Moosehead.
You do.
Jerry said, I know what it was. You got out the bath and ran around so excited you were going on John's show and it dried like that.
He dried like
Tip
a.
says, I left my 80s hair back where it belongs, LOL. And Robin says, LOL. Now bring back the mullet because that way you can look clean cut and still have long hair. But bring back the mullet.
Oh, I see, Robin. The headphones help the poop.
I feel like they push it down more, though.
No,
you know
they
what?
push it forward. They push it forward, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
Robin,
us, Dennis.
Robin actually
See you
used the
later,
headphones as a bump it.
Yeah.
Do you remember bump it? To bump up air.
Yeah.
The little.
Yeah.
You back brush your hair first, put your headphones on, and then put it over top of your headphones, and
Nice.
Oh!
give you more body.
I guess.
Yeah, Chris Nealon says, Charles is wearing
get
his
it.
mullet on the front.
You gotta use skeleton brush and a pick.
Did he use what?
A skeleton brush and a pick.
You gotta tease it.
I don't have those.
I loved girls' 80s hair, man.
And lots of Aquan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had men's hairspray too. I can't remember what the name of it was. I think it started with a T or an M. I don't
Just
remember.
said the bump it was cheating.
What was the men's hairspray from the 80s? Dang, but I can't remember what it was.
I
I
actually,
look it up.
I never used it.
I used Bro Cream came out with a gel for guys in their teens. That's what I used.
Well, I don't know.
I
You
used
guys
to use
might
Brill
not be
Cream.
old enough to remember.
Brill Cream, a little dabble, do you?
No. But after that, it was the wet head is dead.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the brand of hair product it was, but the wet head is dead. So it was like a
Jerry Curl. Jerry Curl.
spray of some sort that
I
made it.
can't- I'm trying to Google it and I can't find it, but it was a men's hairspray. It was a black can.
I believe it was Gillette.
Tresemme or I don't
Oh,
know.
probably.
Tresemme was good.
Tresemme.
If
That was
memory
women.
serves, it was Gillette, Charles.
No, it was fancier than Gillette. I can't
Gillette
find it.
Dry Look.
I wanna
Larry
say
said it was
called
Moose,
Tre-
Charles. No,
No,
it wasn't
it
Moose.
wasn't
There was a
freaking
spray hairspray for men,
Yeah,
and I
believe-
used it. The reason I know, I just don't remember what it was called.
I want to say Tresemme, but I don't know. It was a
No,
black
that wasn't
can
it.
with
No, that's
gold
not what I
letters.
used. What I used was in a black can, but it wasn't Tresemme.
Just for giggles, this is a total subject change. Can anybody, and no jokes, can anybody guess what cologne my preferred cologne?
Old Spice.
No,
Axe.
that is my preferred deodorant. No, it's not Axe.
I like Old Spice.
It's Dracar.
Chris Nealon said the Dry Look by Gillette. That might have been it.
Yeah, probably.
My favorite cologne is Dracar. I used to wear Stetson and some other crap. Brute. No, it's not Brute. I've worn Brute. That Brute. Has a good
I
smell to
remember
it.
Brute, and I have worn Brute.
Yeah, it has a good smell to it.
Yeah.
There was English
Avon,
leather, I
Old
believe, was
Country.
another one I used to wear.
English leather had a good smell to it. I still have some in there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the
Pants.
musk?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the orange.
Oh man, I went to
That's good,
a
too.
Buddy Guy concert
Ah.
Yes,
10
I
years,
Good
10,
blues.
I wear
15 years ago, right?
Dracar Noir.
And I go into this Buddy Guy concert, and there's nothing but a bunch of gray hairs.
Damn old bastard.
It smells like marijuana and musk. The whole bloody venue.
my favorite cologne when I was younger was
They made cologne back then?
they did. Avon made it. It came in collector bottles. One was a snow machine, one was a lighthouse, one was an old car.
I had the old
Anyway,
car.
that's the stuff that came in that I really liked. That
Town and
Dollar
Country.
Tree has a Dracar Noir knockoff? I did not know.
wow.
that. I have a gigantic spritzer.
I'm glad you finally finished your statement because you stopped at the gigantic and
Well,
Left-
I-
left
yeah,
Robin
'cause
hanging.
I tend to stop at just the wrong spot.
yeah.
Jerry says I wear that, and now I wear Kenneth Cole Reaction for Men, and the only thing that won't cause me to have a headache.
I
Yeah,
can't
there's
remember
a lot of the older ones
what
I
I
like.
use
Brute
these
was a
days.
good one. English Leather was a good one. And
I
Country
just
did
let
really-
my wife buy my colognes because,
if she likes it, somebody
yeah,
likes it.
well, there you go. I just go Old Spice, and
I like Old Spice. I like the original. I got
Aftershave.
some offshoots of it too.
like I just use aftershave basically.
Yeah.
And Jerry, I don't know what my favorite eyeshadow is yet because I haven't found the one that works best to show off my
Dee Dee
personality.
said Wild Country is what I was talking about. What, from Avon? Maybe.
When I was younger, I was accused of wearing eyeshadow because I have thin eyelids and they have kind of a tint to them. But I don't wear eyeshadow. Honestly, I don't.
I used to wear black eyeliner.
Black eyeliner, yeah.
Goth.
Oh goodness, I couldn't be bothered with any of
That was
that.
back in my headbanger days.
Oh, I wore earrings and
No,
Yeah, I
I never
was-
did that.
If I could open my eyes, it was doing good.
when But now that I gotten older, y'all have heard about me for years having the swollen eye issue. I don't know what's going on.
Pink eye, you said?
No, it's not pink eye, but it's swollen. And my brother, same eye on him. And Robin is repooping her hair.
Oh, she's going for the cousin it look, I think.
Oh my goodness.
She can put her headphones on until they stay over. Yeah, kind of pooped on the right. Yeah, okay.
I don't
Eyeliner.
have any glasses.
Jerry says you need some lip gloss. Make the lips pop. He probably didn't say it like that, but it's so much fun, more fun to pretend he's talking like that.
Eyeliner. Yeah.
Eyeliner.
Okay.
Eyeliner, Tiffany, good one.
He's trying to pretty him up for Houston, Jerry. Ain't enough makeup in the world to pretty me up, but by God, I'm fun to be around. I put the FU in fun. Jerry says, you know, if you use some stuff every once in a while, you need less cologne. Just saying, well, yeah. But I smell like an ashtray half the time, so I have to keep my cologne close by. Because I do smoke a lot, speaking of that. Wake up, Russ.
Yep, I'm here.
Yep, yep.
I gotta
Okay,
tell my
that's-
wife I got one eye open.
That's got to be Jerry living beyond disability.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yep.
That's
Well-
a winning sense of humor. Yep. Okay, pick the next topic.
That boy Charles don't like dead air, does he?
Oh, no, sir, he doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
Ah,
Okay, see who can come up with the most clever name under their picture. Oops.
Jerry said you lick windows too, but you don't spray yourself with Windex, do you?
I don't lick windows, sir.
What's wrong with it?
Soap.
I don't lick no damn windows.
Mhm.
It's a nasty rumor I started.
You window licker, you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Getting vicious in here,
Man, a boot
folks.
licker.
What was that
What's
commercial? You lamp
Yeah.
liquor? That's a detail sample. Or a man tool.
Well, that's a cute little thing right there.
It's got Duval colors, but it probably is
Oh,
that
it's got a
It's
light
got a
on it.
light.
Lucky
It's got a
that.
light on it.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Got a light that points forward so you can see what you're sanding down
Yep.
below it.
Yep.
That don't make sense, does it?
Thank you, Billy. Connie says this weekend I got a 150-year-old window, 100-year-old ladder, 5 slices off a tree. Nice. Be careful, Jerry. Might
Oh,
want to
goodness.
Put that
I,
between two
I don't
slices
think
of
you get
bread, you have a
insurance on
sandwich.
that.
Oh, Lord, go to your room there, buddy. Yeah.
No, I decided to buy myself one of these things just because it looked kind of cool.
Yeah, me and Steve Nealon were kind of on the same page. He says, yeah, well, wow, Greg has a light up vibrator. And Jerry says, gift for the girlfriend.
Oh, goodness heck. Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Not
I'm
touching
going
it.
any further. No.
Don't take the bait. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
There was a time we all
Don't-
took it.
don't fall for that trap.
No, we used to try to out corrupt each other, and now we're all trying to clean ourselves up. What the hell?
Well, depends. Well, okay.
Oh,
Oh, cool, Connie.
Boxers briefs are
She
defended.
gonna take the 5 slices of that tree and make herself a table. Sounds like it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it.
Sorry about that, Billy. Herb says, been sitting in front of the computer. I think I'm getting cross-eyed. All right. Well, come sit in front of your camera and show people how awesome you look. Tip says, Connie, that's going to be awesome. Jerry says, if it itches that bad, you might want to see a doctor. Look, they can't all be winners, right, Rush?
Boom, boom.
Mhm.
He used to tell me that all the time when I'd bomb a joke. Nobody laughed. Well, I thought it was funny. All right, fine, stay quiet. I don't give a damn.
I'll be watching, Connie. I'll be looking for it.
Here's an idea. Robin, you want to give us some more trivia or questions, whatever it was you were doing the other day? Dang it.
Not really.
Fine. And Jerry says the lag is way bad. And Connie says table will be just from the largest slab. And still have to figure the others out.
I got a couple of dead trees in the backyard I need to take down. I think this freeze this past winter got them.
Me three.
Snow vid.
Only problem is I don't want to drop them on my good trees,
I'm
Yeah.
laughing because Jerry. Sorry.
and I don't want to drop them on the house
I'm
or the
laughing
fence.
because Jerry said the itching was in reference to the sander lagged and didn't post till 3 subjects later. Yeah, you got to be careful on these here random topic shows.
Oh, that's a big tree, 20 inches across.
Yep.
Connie says. What kind of tree, Connie?
Yeah, on StreamYard, there's definitely a lag between that and YouTube. So if we watch,
Yeah, typically only about 30 seconds, but
I'll watch from the YouTube page and see if it gets it quicker.
Liquor is quicker.
Connie says, I don't know. I will have to ask my sister-in-law. For now, we just know it's wood. And Jerry says, I forgot being on this side, Tiff. Last night was crazy.
yeah, it was.
Sorry I missed your stream there, Jerry. I was slumbering.
I
Okay,
probably have
Connie.
about 50 trees that could use taking down because they're dead in my backyard.
Yeah, my two. One of them is a hackberry. The other one, I think, is I think it's an elm. But I'm not positive.
Tiff is asking, how long were y'all backstage after I left the chat? There doesn't seem to be a lag on YouTube.
How long was I?
elm?
I left about 12:30 our time, Tiff. I don't know about the others.
The elms get taken out of here because we have what's called Dutch elm disease.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And as soon as the tree dies or has it, well, whatever, it's the government comes in here and yanks it out. But most of my trees, well, most, but a big whatever, a number of them is poplar, and they're good for about 15, 20 years, and then they just say, "Yeah, I'm dying," and away we go.
Rush, you falling asleep over there?
No, I'm sitting there looking at everybody.
I'm
Watching
fighting
John, his
myself.
head's frozen. Now he moved.
No, I'm not frozen. I'm
He
trying to
just
do
stays real
drawing.
still. When Billy's looking down, it looks like he's asleep, and he's been accused of it more than once.
And when the poplars get to about 10 to 15 inches diameter, and they die, well, they cause problems. And that's about the age of my backyard.
Driller says, my wife's dad used to take down all the ugly trees he could find.
Yeah, when I look down, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah. Got one of them devices. I'm on my desktop and my webcam's on the top of the monitor. The monitor right here, so I always look like I'm looking down.
Well, like,
But
one of the reasons I bought the property I'm at, and it's 40 years ago now, is because I used to drill wells for a living. And
Good Lord, Robin, why'd you stay up so late?
so anyway, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just go ahead, Greg. I was thinking out loud. Didn't mean to.
I'm just going rambling. I'm so whatever.
No, I was interested.
So anyway, I drilled wells for a living, and I would show up at different people's new homes. Right? They probably weren't finished, and we were drilling a well, and many of them in the area, like I live in the prairies, you call it, right? So it's flatter than piss on a platter, and there's no trees around, and they were selling 5-acre lots, many of them, and these people would want a well for their house that they bought their 5-acre lot for. And it was always, hurry up, we need water for our trees, and they were planting trees. So anyway, I saw this time after time after time, people building in the bald-ass prairie and then trying to grow trees. Okay, fine, they did. And then we go back again, and we this is a return customer. 5, 7, 8 years later, they'd say, we need a well again, and we need it for our trees. Hurry up. Well, what'd you do to your last place? Oh, we sold it. Why?
Lee Knighton has joined us from Facebook, and Connie is wanting to know where Greg lives.
Hello,
So I can
Lee.
run Greg.
He's up in Kanukistan, Connie.
Terrible old Kanukistan. The middle
North
of
of
Canada,
Winnipeg.
like left and right, not up and down, left and right. So anyway, so I said, after drilling wells for multiple people that didn't have any trees, and I says, when I buy a house, I'm buying one with trees. So I bought a place, and it was just loaded with trees, and I could have gone out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 10 weeks with a chainsaw, and I wouldn't have made a difference. So that's why I bought the place. And I have many different trees in my property, and I've lost many trees over the years because they're old. And but I like it because there's shade. No matter what time of day, what year, there is shade in my yard. And I don't like bald ass prairie and the sun beating on my bald ass head.
That's one thing I never learned to use was a chainsaw, and I hate that.
I'm not that good at it, but I can fumble I fixed up a lot of them. Oh man, that was part of my job, fixing chainsaws.
Tip says, sorry to interrupt if I did. 3 Canadians, 3 Texans on the panel. Yep, that's usually how it works out. If we had Herb in here, we'd be outnumbering them Canadians. But Harnell Media says, well, there's a change. Charlie yawning instead of making us kiss it, Mr. Nealon. How did you do that? Robin and Greg just swapped places. How the hell did that happen?
She's got the hair, I don't.
Good question.
I've never seen. Okay.
I've never seen it happen either.
Connie says, I bought my husband a chainsaw and I'm the one who uses it.
I didn't read that right, Connie. I was first thing I read was I bought my husband.
Okay, that's got to be John doing it because I don't know how the hell that's happening.
We're both Kanakistanians, so look at 3
putting
Canadians
this in order.
on the
How
top and Texans on the bottom.
Well, okay, but
That's all right. We're
How
holding
do you-
y'all up.
how do you move people around like that? Just slide their thumb
I
out?
can't tell you that. It's a secret.
Oh, John's up to.
I've never tried to do it, but I guess you just move thumbnails. But Lee is now on
Yeah,
YouTube.
see, because we're in Canada, we're on top, and I'm in up.
Yay!
And Greg's in Manitoba, and she's in Ontario. And you can
Well,
see
we're
So-
all
down
down
there.
Left
south.
to right. Where you
There's
go.
that.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Very
so
sad.
you're central, right, Greg?
Correct.
And Robin's west of us.
Eastern.
Oh, Robin's eastern.
Robin's Eastern,
Roberts.
and I'm Mountain.
Robin's Eastern.
Oh, well, why was I thinking she was west like you, John?
Russ
Well,
is
then-
Beaumont.
then
I'm
you
near-
need to put Billy
So-
under you, John.
So
and
what?
you
It's
need to put
11 up
me
there
under
for
Robin.
you, Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the eastern one of all of us.
Russ is in Beaumont near
Yep.
Houston, and damn it, now
Exactly.
Billy's in San Antonio,
Perfect.
and I'm in
Now.
Gatesville near Waco.
Now, if Robin falls down, she's gonna land on me and have a soft landing.
Well,
So,
the poopy hair
I'm
will help
I'm
parachute.
I'm the most far west of the three of us, and Charles is northwest of me. I mean northeast.
Northeast.
And-
Eastern central.
Russ is east
That's way on
southeast
the
of me.
east. Yep.
Really, I'm above Billy.
Tiff is saying technically Russ should be where Billy is then.
Nope.
No,
You're
I'm
You're
further
central.
east than Billy.
he's more
Texas-
east than any of us.
Yeah, in Texas he's down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
I'm
but
right
Billy,
here. Billy is
you're central, right? Central
Here.
time.
Yeah.
No, I'm not above you, Charles.
No, he's west of you.
I'm
Southwest, I think.
southwest of you.
okay. South. Well, I'm trying to
Come
do
on,
it
you
according to
Americans,
You gotta
get
do
it.
it.
No, I'm
backwards,
trying
man.
to do it according to the camera being backwards. But
You
never
got to
mind.
do it backwards.
And Jerry says I said she was Eastern the other day. She swore she was Middle. Speak up, Robin. Connie says I'm Central Kansas.
Yep.
Tiff says perfect. And D Driller is Pennsylvania. I know Lee's in Ohio. Troll Expo will be 2023 June. Stay tuned. All right, we'll be holding our breath. And
Well, I'm
Yeah.
Central Kansas, or straight above Central Kansas. I-29.
I'm above Montana.
Oh, and if Herb were here, he's in. He's
No, not Central
Right
Kansas.
across the street from
Western
Fort Worth.
Kansas.
He
Sorry.
could see Fort Worth from his front yard, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
or backyard. I don't remember. I've slept since then.
And Robin, you're considered Eastern Standard Time.
Larry says I'm further than
Yes.
east all of them in Texas. Yeah, he's in Mississippi.
That don't count.
Oh, Tiff said you'd already fixed it by the time our comment showed.
Oh, so to referring to
Okay.
the lag. Okay. Sorry about that.
Let-
There's a party at Greg's house.
Yep. Come
Hi.
on down.
He's cut all the
Or up,
trees
as
down,
the
so we
case
got
may
the
be.
room.
Well, probably all of us could just drive straight up north and we'd get to Greg's house.
I'd have to be all drugged up to get there.
And do you know you're allowed into Canada now?
Really?
Really?
In the last week, yes.
Oh,
All
they
right,
opened the border
we'll load up in Winnebago, eh? All
You
right.
just can't come back.
That's what it is, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want to once you got here.
It says, Bear working with us again.
That's the way I
Early
feel about
planning,
Alaska, Greg.
Nothing.
Okay.
If you mean Bear Woods, I could give two craps. That's nothing against you. Bear Woods can kiss my hind part. That's only Charles Jerry speaking for Charles Jerry. Just saying. Stephen Dennison is the son of a hoopy doopy doopy doopy. Back to you guys. You can tell them I said that. I don't really give a flip flirt. But we're going to say happy people. Nice hair, Robin.
That's a whole lot faster than I can absorb. Goodness.
Yes, we are. What, Connie? I must have missed something.
Me too. Can go.
I suppose
Only Americans.
technically I'm above Washington.
Only Americans can go into Canada, I think.
John says he's above Washington, if nobody heard that.
Correct. Land crossing. We can fly down there, but we can't drive down there or
That's the
walk
COVID
across the border.
That's weird.
Because of COVID or geography?
Yes. There you go. Because of COVID and Biden.
Oh.
Jerry says, so how about that hair, Robin?
No. Robin's hair wouldn't get her across the border walking. No.
Yeah.
Lee, I wasn't saying they couldn't help you. I was just saying how I felt about them and that I was speaking for myself and nobody else. Alrighty then, back to you. And Jerry saying, no, not what I meant.
Lee said, hey, bro, I get you're mad and all, but if they want to help us, they can help.
Yep, let them help.
Oh,
He said, no, 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 that's not what I meant.
Jerry.
I read it.
Oh, it was a fast moving facial.
Oh,
Where's them there rails?
She got it
I'm
all
not
tangled.
going
She got it all
there.
tangled
No.
up in her brush there, in her little spinny brush. John, I mean Jerry,
Spinny
whatever
brush.
your name is.
What do they call that brush? Not that I need to be concerned with brushes.
Ronco.
Huh? The brushes with bristles all the way around. What are those called?
Ronco. Yeah.
The round ones.
Ronco,
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah,
Spin brush?
didn't he die?
Yeah,
he was from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Hmm.
And Jerry says,
sold a
yeah,
lot of
Where I
products.
almost where I live.
Almost, he sold a hell of a lot of products.
Robin says, I bought a peel off match today. Jerry says, yeah, that's what I mean.
spin brush.
Lee says, hey, John, did you give any more thought to our combo? Larry says, thanks everyone for prayers. My aunt may get to go home next week. All outstanding, Jerry. And just secondly, he had to hear the comment first, and he just heard it. And spin brush, okay, is what it's called. So yes, John, did you give any more thought to Lee's conversation?
Yeah, Lee, just send me some more info on it.
It's a damn good thing that Charles can read as fast as he can.
And it's funny too because I always give these guys hell about not reading my comments, and then if they wait just a split second too long, I start reading them. That's what we're here for. Stop.
Mhm.
Oh,
No, I'm not really.
I try, but I get outclassed.
Sorry. Yeah, I apologize to anybody I step on to do it. I try to keep up with them. I apologize for that sincerely. I'm not an F1 fan, Lee. I even stopped liking NASCAR once Junior retired.
No, if you're good, you're good. Like, way you go. Gibber.
Thank you.
Lee says one of my favorite drivers got killed. Sorry to hear that, sir.
Who was it, Lee?
That was relatively recently, wasn't it?
I think so. I hadn't heard anything about it. I
What?
don't get to watch
F1?
F1
One driver
all the
got
time,
killed?
but once in a while.
What F1 driver got killed?
My spin brush is a toothbrush. I don't know about Robin's.
I just Googled it. But it's not very recent, so I cannot answer.
Like, I watch all the F1 races. Goodness.
Yeah,
And
Danny
they should be
Fitzpatrick
racing
started out in
until
F1.
tomorrow.
So, what's your next thing to work on, John?
The divorce letter, black. Sorry.
The backers for the backers for the wet signs.
The facial spin brush thingy.
Because I got to get, like I said, I got to laminate some boards for this backer, so cut all the mountains and everything else.
Cool.
And then I got to trim up the backers for this, so I can do herringbone pattern on it.
Oh, an HRA.
Oh,
Larry,
that's a different conversation.
Larry says one of the NHRA female drivers got killed last week, I think. Yeah, that's the funny car type stuff, isn't it? Where they
It wasn't
Yes.
Tough Force, was it?
and Connie says, I'm heading to bed. See you all later. Have a great night. Thank you for dropping by,
All
Connie.
right, Connie. Have a
Good
good
night,
night,
Connie.
sweetie.
Good night, Connie.
She was a sweetie. Well, Jerry says you should do a video using that thing to clean the rims on your car. Seems more useful. I think he's talking to Robin. I could be wrong.
Are you doing American Sign Language,
No, I'm
Charles?
trying to get somebody to talk.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for. I don't see anything about the death of a female NHRA racer.
You know, Tony. Yeah, that's
All I can think of is Force. You know, one of the Force girls.
Cornell Media says Robin's famous foaming facial brush. Say that real quick 10 times.
Now, Scott Kalita died in January.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, I challenge you to say toy boat 10 times in a row, real
A
quick.
rail car. Yeah, that sounds like a Force to me. Not good. Not good. I don't care who it was. Not good.
Jerry says Billy on my live last night spoke the least I've ever seen.
I talked.
Tiff says, God, I hope not. I met them at Norwalk. When you say Force, you mean like John Force?
Correct.
Castrol.
Yeah,
He has
he's got
three
two daughters
daughters.
that are racing.
Yeah. And, you know, two are in funny, I think, and one's in fuel, double A
I only
fuel.
knew his name because I was asked to do a pattern of him a long time ago. NASCAR was the closest I got to any of that, and Dale Jr. left, and I said, screw this.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
The whole drag racing thing has gone very, what would you call it? Specific to the amount of money to the amount of, you know, speed out. And Force has money. So,
I expect he might have a little chunk of change.
not like it was 30, 40 years ago.
Larry says, no, Mr. Greg, it's not good for anyone. I'm not sure what that means. Robin says, wasn't it the gun squad?
Anyone dead is not good for anything. No, goodness sakes.
And Jerry being Jerry says, Robin's famous foaming facial brush and wheel cleaner. Man, you talk about an array of topics, folks. You'll get them here tonight.
I got a wheel cleaner, but damn, it burns my eyes.
I'm going to.
The driller says it's been a year since Jesse Combs died.
Okay, did
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
And it's too bad for her. Gee, she did well.
And that was the one that
She
used to be on whatchamacallit, right? The Mythbusters.
Yes. But before that,
Well, yeah,
she was on Extreme 4x4.
Yeah.
And she was really real. And, you know,
well
And-
she was on overhauling.
yes, before that it was Extreme 4x4.
Yeah, and she was also on All Girls Garage.
Yes.
Robin says it's a body
Did
brush.
Lee ever
too,
say
and I'm
who
pretty
got
sure-
killed?
No. Robin says it's a body brush too, and I have a feeling that's going to open up a whole bunch of goober comments out in the chat, but you never know. And Herb says, take care, folks. Thank you for driving by, Herb. By God.
Good night, Herb.
See her.
Not her.
Bye, Herb.
Take care.
I'm laughing because Jerry said John is such a great host. He ignores all of you equally. We love you, John.
Yeah.
I can't find that one either.
You know who your guests are.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good talking at you again, Herb. Hope everything's doing all right. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, Jessie Coombs, Coombs, whatever you want to call it. She was good. She was very good, and too
Yep.
bad. Very too bad.
Danica Patrick was one of those that went from F1 to NASCAR, and I think he went back to F1. Didn't Jimmy Johnson from NASCAR go into F1?
Danica Patrick hasn't been F1. She was IndyCar.
IndyCar, that's what I was thinking. Sorry, I didn't know there was a difference because I don't keep up with it.
She was IndyCar to NASCAR.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking IndyCar was F1. I
And
don't know anything.
good for her, what she did, but she didn't have the, I don't know what you call it, You know, the backing, the this, the that, the whatever, to be a number one.
She sucked in NASCAR. Her name even stood for "Does anyone know I crash a lot?"
Yeah,
For NASCAR, she was
she
sorry.
she probably could have been better with a better team, but I don't know that she would be a top.
Go, Daddy. I don't know if Russ is tired or if he was shaking his head at me. It all looks the same after a while.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm getting that way. Yeah, kudos for trying.
Oh yeah.
I think some people thought she was just eye candy. I don't really have an opinion, but she wasn't that good in NASCAR. Herb says, I had to get in the recliner to stretch my leg out. 10-4.
What you have to do, Herb?
Jason Rogers, her co-host Ian is doing a show on her products in September.
I don't know who her is.
Her
But,
Jesse Combs, I guess. I have no idea.
comments out of the blue.
It could be the lag. That's why I was trying to think back.
Well, it's
Jesse
kind of
Combs.
like me. It takes a half an hour for me to comment correctly because you know, like it is wrong spelling, wrong spelling, wrong spelling, and by the time it pops up, it's just not whatever.
relevant. Yeah. I get to babbling so much if somebody will comment, I'll have no clue what it's in response to.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm guilty as charged. I hate dead air, and it's not even my show. I like to keep Miss Donkey. So yeah, he was talking about Jesse Combs co-host.
Well, if y'all ever seen Javi's show on Saturday nights, you know I don't get to talk too much.
He's a
So
co-host.
I'm kind of used to just sitting here and reading the comments.
Yep, he's a co-host, but he don't get to talk much.
Javi doesn't hardly take a breath.
And Javi will tell you that. Javi will tell
he
you.
talks, man. He talks a lot.
I
No.
I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
I'm an attention whore. I am cartwheels and such, but I've always hated dead air.
Greg knows he's been in hangouts with Javi.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
So bad.
goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you don't want to go way back there. And me and Hobby, oh, goodness, no.
Yeah, boy, he talks.
And Jerry is saying exactly, Greg. Larry's saying John C is too quiet. Jerry says if you stop talking, John wouldn't even notice.
Oh yeah, I would.
I got no problem with Hobby.
I don't
Like,
either.
I don't need it.
basically, but, you know,
Mhm.
He'll debate with a brick, but I like him.
no, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
laugh
that
at
wasn't a
him.
dig. Debaters
No.
is debate.
No, I laugh at Javi because at the beginning of the show he'll tell me to let him know when somebody has a question, and I said if you ever stop talking, if I get a breath in there, I might.
It's like you gotta do like a strobe light in his eye or something. And Jason wants to know what John's
It's
making.
fun though. He's
We know how you like to debate, Charles, because you're a master debater.
And when John finally talks,
I remember years ago.
Russ is about
Oh my
yeah.
God, he almost did it.
Wasn't it also on one of my live streams we had a mask debate?
Yeah, we were talking about mask debates
There was
too.
3 or 4 of y'all just wouldn't stop.
Ooh, that was a close one.
I remember years ago, or a couple anyway,
Was that
Hobby.
Robin?
So,
Did Robin
so
do
that's
really
what,
well.
so that's what Robin's next mask video is going to be. Going to be a mask debate.
Yeah.
I bought a peel off mask, so I could do that one.
No, does it have lips?
It's charcoal.
Like those movies.
I want lips. Oh, goodness.
She needs to talk to Shay because Shay used to get her mouth in trouble every time she said something.
If
when you
yeah,
come on
you
the
don't
show.
even have to try. The right
No.
people will hear it, and
Yeah, and we just take it a different turn.
Jerry says, "Would you all stop lying on a lie?"
What's he mean by that?
I don't know. We've talked about so many things, but he also says, I bet you remember many years ago, Greg, and most facials
That's a
are an
dig on
appeal
your
of,
age there, buddy.
says Jerry,
Well,
and I'm staying quiet on that.
okay, so I don't even want to
Not
hear it.
touching it. I ain't going there. Not saying a word.
I don't know whether you want to hear it or not, but Hobby found out that I was a well driller.
Mm-hmm.
Hobby was drilling a well at his property,
Right.
and he wanted to know all about well drilling, and he's going. I'm trying to tell him as much as I can, and it ain't bloody well working. Like he would go at her, full tilt, and then along would come the chat, or what do you want to call it, the hangout. And he would tell me all his problems. Oh, goodness.
He had held with that well for a while. Did he finally hire somebody to do it?
The killer
I
was
don't know.
he lost his pipe wrench down it.
Oh.
And something else, and I'm just going,
Yep.
goodness sakes.
Yep.
It ain't going to work, And no matter what I could try, and I was really trying to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have a hell of a magnet to get that out.
Oh, yes, exactly. And no, Hobby, it ain't gonna work no matter what you're trying to do. I know he was trying to do it on the cheap and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. And
Did he
good
finally
for
hire
him.
somebody?
Pardon me?
Did he finally hire somebody?
Yes, he did.
Jason
And he
Rogers
made
says
videos
that,
about it, and the videos were great, and they got water and the whole business and all that kind of stuff. And but Hobby, I tried, but hey,
Jason says, and that, folks, is how you spin the wheel of conversation. So we're going to spin that wheel. Epileptic nuns for 500 bucks.
oh goodness!
Serious, and I'm only reading comments here.
Don't
I
read it.
got nothing for that.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
not
read
going to read it. I don't want to ruffle.
Yeah. No, Hobby. Yeah. Have I got a problem with Hobby? No. It's,
I don't
Great
have a
guy,
problem
but-
with him.
he likes to talk.
I've
He does.
debated him a few times, but I have nothing against him.
He
No,
loves to
I
talk.
didn't have anything to debate him about. It just, no.
Marsh likes to talk too.
Who?
Oh, Marsh.
Marsh.
Waldman.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Oh,
heard of him.
Marsh. I had good conversations.
Marsh. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I wondered if somebody was going to do that one.
You know me.
I turned Marsh onto 3M Rolock bristle discs. He'd never heard about them, and he thought they were great. And
Cool.
whatever. But Marsh, well, goodness.
I know of him, but I don't think I've been in a show that he was on.
Yeah, he was.
Or
He
in a
was.
hangout. I haven't been in a hangout with him. I don't think I have.
You haven't been in a hangout with Marsh?
Time ago.
I don't
long
think
time
so.
ago.
He was good for a 1.5 gallon Crown Royal a week.
Oh, is that right?
No, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm, this is my 1.5 gallon Crown Royal. I'm down to that much, and away he went.
I'm hearing all the names I was glad to get away from when I dumped him in. Jason Rogers, too much first, not enough mellow. Back to your room, sir.
Mm.
Jerry says, I brought him into the community, so I have an opinion. Just say it. I think the only reason people are hesitant to read the other comment was, to keep it lighthearted and easygoing and positive.
Yeah.
But nobody's saying you're not entitled to how you feel.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes.
I got an answer. Let's see if they
I'm
match.
glad to pass it off to somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about.
42.
Okay, there was a guy by the name of John B.
Yeah, John
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 Bradley.
Bradley.
He had a stroke.
Bradley.
No. John
And
B.
Oh,
I
no.
wondered how he was doing, or if everybody knows how he was doing.
I don't know.
He
what
he
John
had
B.
the beeswax and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Uh, last
Oh.
time I saw and talked to John in the hangout, he was doing better.
He had a stroke.
Yeah.
Got bad
John
stroke.
Bad.
LaCourse, right? John LaCourse.
Yes, John LaCourse.
Yes, John.
Bad
Oh,
stroke.
Wow,
There you
I
go.
didn't know he had a stroke.
There's further to my
A couple years ago. He's
I had
been
no idea.
living with his brother. His brother's been taking care of him.
That's
The
so sad.
a
The
nice
last-
guy, a great guy, and I I'm really good. I'm really glad he's doing well.
Last
Wow,
time
I
I
had-
talked
I
to
had
him
no
was
idea.
about 6
Or I think
months
he
ago.
is.
It was about 6 months ago. He and his brother was actually letting him drive the car,
Oh, cool.
but he wasn't doing very good at it. His brother was in the background saying, "No, he's not good at it. He's not good at it at all." But he was having a good time though, trying to
Is
drive
he
again.
of sound mind? I don't know.
Well, as long as he's
No.
having a good time, that's
No,
good for him.
he
That is so sad. I had no idea.
he's still trying to get along and everything else,
Right.
but he's still having a hard time with
Yes.
dealing with everything.
Well,
Well, that might be a good one for Jerry and Herb and them to
Yeah.
get involved.
Could be.
well, that's why I was asking if he was of sound mind, because if
Right.
he's not in the comprehension phase, then I don't know if it would do any good unless it was strictly to help him
No,
physically.
but he the last time I talked to him, I know he has a problem with his long-term memory was good, but his short-term memory is gone. Like,
Right.
he can only remember he can't remember what he did yesterday, but he can remember what he did like 5 years ago.
Well, that's a silver lining. Not complete memory loss. And he's able to speak, I assume, since you know this.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
was his brother?
Well,
Yeah,
it-
not like he used to, but
Yeah.
no, not well.
No.
It took him a lot to say what he wanted to say.
yes.
That's sad.
But there again, good for him if he.
Yeah, I always try to look for the good side. I mean, I'm not saying there are good sides, but he has some memory and he's able to speak somewhat from what y'all are saying. That's good to know.
And off goes Greg.
Yeah. And he
At the-
didn't go.
at the-
He didn't go slowly neither.
No, he was hauling at the speed of sound.
Yeah, he was zipping it.
I'm
He may
surprised
have to go find checking them chickens.
I'm surprised he didn't break the sound barrier.
I can't believe that was 2 years ago and I didn't know about it. There was a guy in the scrolling community named Gary Corey or something like that. He had been in a hospital bed. He'd been living in a hospital bed for years because he got his back crushed by something. I don't remember what it was, but I had no idea. He would join shows on YouTube and all kinds of stuff. And all this time he was laying in a hospital bed the whole time. It's like, wow. Broke my
Jerry
freaking
said he
heart.
was the exact same way. He only made noises.
Yeah. And Jason Rogers being very random.
Hydrangeas
says,
for life, huh?
Yeah. So, good more power to you, sir. I have no idea what the hell that means.
What that was in reference to.
Yeah, Jerry says recovering is determined by determination. Amen. If I know my personality well enough, if I had something like that happen to me, I'd have a defeated attitude, but I would hope to build on that and go in the right direction. Jason says, is that considered spam now? LOL. No, just
there-
strictly random.
Since nobody knows what it is, I would say yeah.
Tip says recovery is determined by determination. There's your site tagline.
Yep,
Yep, that's a good one.
there it is. What Tiff said.
And that's a very good point. Tip, by God. And Jerry.
So write that down, Jerry, before you forget it.
But Jerry said it first.
Yeah, but
That doesn't mean he's gonna remember it.
Tagline.
Well, he comes in all slow just to look all cool. We saw how fast you ran out of there, Greg.
You had to go check chickens?
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
We were commenting how quickly you zipped out of there.
Well, hey, I changed my scooter, and I'm up by about 120% over the last one.
Waiting for a Tim Allen.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Yeah.
the sonic boom.
Waiting for the Tim
Oh.
Allen. This is my Benford 6000.
Yeah.
Jerry,
And-
you're talking about these what do you call it? Okay. Oh goodness, I can't think. What do you call our channel? Kick-ass scooters.
Mule.
I had one at 5.5 kilometers an hour top speed.
Googly moogly. Jerry says we're going to do a jigsaw challenge, but you have to use one hand and pull it towards you. Herb says it's a struggle every day. Amen. Tiff says, Steve, write that down for the website. All right. Steve is our note taker.
So, okay, 5.5 kilometers an hour is about 2.3 or 4 miles an hour.
Mhm.
I had to buy myself one that did 17 kilometers an hour, which is, times 0.6, whatever it is in miles. And, that's what I need.
Mm.
It works. So, yeah, my speed comparable to what I had before.
Well, what made me jump to this topic I'm about to jump to is I don't know if it was Jerry or whoever I was talking to about whether or not scrolling could be done one-handed because he was talking about Herb, and Herb was on one of my live streams, and I wasn't doing it to mock him. We all wondered if I could do the stuff one-handed, and I sincerely tried. I was able to do it, but I can see it as a struggle. But it's possible, but most definitely not user-friendly or easy for anybody kind of deal.
Mhm.
But that gave me hope in Herb's journey on scrolling was the fact that it was possible, but it would take a hell of a lot of getting used to. That's why I brought it up. And Jerry says mule scooters are not even invented yet. Jason Rogers says my golf cart with 6-inch lift does 28 miles per hour gas. Jerry says that was Metros. Okay, yeah, go. But yeah, that day gave me hope for Herb.
Mhm.
And it's easy to make fun of myself saying, well, I can do it, but, I mean, because, we all like to joke about me, including myself. But yeah, it's doable, but it's not, the epitome of easy. Jerry says it will be easy when I get the arm made. 10-4. Welcome back, Greg. Welcome
Good
back,
evening.
Robin. You can't hear
Good
me yet.
evening.
Good
How are y'all
evening.
doing?
We're doing spiffy, sir. Nice of you to join us.
We're doing all right. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, there you go. That was my Cajun accent trying to do the.
Greg, meet the host over there. That's John over there, and the one with the poopy hair is Robin. That there's Billy. That's the one with no hair is Billy. The one with long hair is Russ, and the one
Thanks,
I'm
Charles,
You're-
for your direction.
no
Hey,
problem.
he got
sir.
the damn directions
Yeah,
right, which
I
is something.
had to start out because I was down below the camera. I got to remember my printer's off to my left, so I got to do the opposite.
Goodness sakes.
Jerry said it will be easy when he gets the arm made.
Yes, sir. Jerry says Robin coming in all cool, looking like she just got off her bike. Ride or die, G.
That's funny right there.
I just got off my Harley Davidson. It's a tricycle
Hardly.
with a bell. Bing, bing. And tassels. Yeah.
I'd really like to push both of my scooters.
You off a cliff? Oh, sorry. Both of your scooters? Sorry. I'm trying too hard to be funny. Go ahead, Greg. You'd like to push both your scooters?
In the bush,
Alrighty then.
but I need knees. you know, and they are my knees.
What? I guess I'm missing. What do you mean you need knees? I mean, that's probably obvious to most people, but I don't know what you mean.
No, my knees are screwed. My knees are worn out. My knees don't move. I have to lock my legs to walk, and well, you ain't but about 100 feet, and then you're screwed. That
Yeah.
plus I have I can't even say it.
Degenerative.
Back, or spine. You know,
Yeah, I have that as well.
Degenerative spine.
yes,
Degenerative disc disease.
yeah, and so I can sit down and I own the world. But if I try to walk, goodness sakes, I'm only good for a couple of feet.
Well, I'm glad you have that mobility option. I mean, because
Well, it's an option for me, and I like it, and I'm doing as best I can. Like I bought a scooter 4 years ago, but it only did 5 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in 30 miles an hour, and it's like, oh goodness, I'm not getting anywhere, right? So I bought another one a year ago that did 3 to 3.5 times the speed, and I'm better. I'm good,
it seems silly for me to say this, and it's not for a pity party, but one of my biggest fears of being in a situation where I needed a chair is my income is so low. I don't know if I could do it, and that sounds pitiful, but it's the truth.
You know,
I don't.
5 kilometers an hour is 3.1 miles.
Yeah. Okay. 3.1 miles an hour. I'm going like, it got me around, but I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
I got 15 miles to go. It would go 50 or 30 miles in a charge, but it took all fucking day.
Well, your 17 kilometers is 10 and a half miles.
That's
Per
pretty
hour.
decent.
Well,
The
yeah.
first thing I'd have to do is clean my shop so I can move around them damn things.
Well, I put it in turtle mode to go in my shop because I crash into everything.
I need to do that.
But I give my granddaughter a ride on it, right? And she knows turtle mode and what she calls top hat mode. I don't know why she calls it top hat, but it's got to do with the icon and the button and all. And she knows the horn button and whatever. And I give her a ride, and she does top hat, and she does her top hat and horn and all that kind of stuff.
Herb says he's the same way. I've never seen Herb in a chair. I've seen him with a cane and maybe a walker. I don't remember.
I've seen him with a cane.
Seen him with a cane, but I believe he has a chair he goes shopping with, but I've never seen it. And I'm talking like he's not here. He's right there in the comment. He's saying he's the same way.
Now, I have my motorcycles, and like I said, I went, what did I say, 400-ish miles today. I didn't have to walk but 75 feet into the place where we bought lunch.
Yeah.
And I could have walked further, and I had to go to the washroom after, which is another 25, 30 feet, and I had to put a mask on. And but like I really it's my out, or my whatever you want to call it, right?
Yep.
And we 400 miles of different terrain. I liked it.
Eating Jello, are we, Robin?
She tried to hide it. She
Quite
knelt
get
down
below
as
the
bad as
camera
far
there.
as she could. Now, if it's in the cards of my future to go through that, I hope I have access to a chair, because that's my only fear. Not my only fear, but you know what I mean. Because you limited it, you can get the chair.
I am gonna go to any bloody chair that I can get that I need.
Yeah.
If it's got tracks on it, yep, that I can do snow and or muskeg or off road, no problem.
Absolutely. Jerry's saying I keep hearing the same theme, and what I'm working on, and it's what I'm trying to work on. It's what I am working on trying to solve. And he also says it's a huge problem in today's society. Yep, as well as cost. Unless that's what
Jerry
he's
and I
referring
are
to.
kind of, Jerry and I are very, close to what we're looking at.
And Robin, Jerry is saying, look up at the cam as you take a bite. I think he wants you to drop the jello in your mouth.
Too late now. It's all gone.
That didn't take long.
Well, it melts in your mouth.
I'm hungry.
I do have a, what do we call it? Oh, goodness. I can use my off-road vehicle in the field for hunting.
ATV, four-wheeler,
Um,
or
to get to the point of where I hunt, but I can't shoot from it.
too low down.
Why?
And I'm going to go and upgrade it till I can shoot from the place or from the four-wheeler.
Nice.
You need an Argo.
No, just a quad.
No, an Argo.
Nah.
What's an Argo?
A six-wheel off-road
Oh.
vehicle that is
That's
amphibious.
where my mind went when you were talking about off-road vehicles. I wasn't thinking about ATVs or a four-wheeler. That was not in your position. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about one of those Polaris ones that had the good 4 to 6 wheels that you could get around on.
Jerry's saying,
And
wouldn't
you
it
can
be
shoot
cool to
off
have?
of.
Sorry, Russ. Jerry's saying, wouldn't it be cool to have, say, like an exoskeleton?
Damn right it would.
Yeah, well, they
Yes, Jerry,
They-
but
they have
them now.
those in
those.
prototype.
They
They're
have
working
those.
on them.
They're working on them now.
Bionic legs.
Cheap.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
probably
basically-
$50 million.
basically bionic legs would be my fix. I'm good for the upper body, or good enough,
Mm-hmm. Power assist exoskeleton. God, hey,
Yeah,
that's even better.
and to me, a quad, even a six-wheeler, what do you call it? That we just
Mhm.
discussed it. That would work.
It wouldn't or would?
Would yes, it
Okay.
would work.
It would work.
An Argo, I got one in my bush, a six-wheeled vehicle, and it had I just haven't worked on it.
Jerry's saying, yeah, no one will be able to afford that.
That's
That
true.
reality,
true.
especially in the U.S.
Unfortunately, that's very true.
Now let's spin the
mean
wheel
like
of
that?
conversation. Sorry.
You mean
I
like
don't know,
the doctor
guys,
from Grey's Anatomy?
If you guys have ever
Which
seen
one?
a two-track wheelchair,
The main one?
that's kind of neat, I think.
No,
Haven't seen it.
Um,
I have not.
Two conversations
up
going
here,
They're talking about
they
a
come
show.
out with 4 tracks on a 4-wheel drive off-road vehicle,
Wow.
right? Like a 4-wheeler,
Mhm.
and you put 4 tracks on it. Well, somebody put 2 of those tracks on a 2-wheel off-road, which made it a top off-road wheelchair, and the guys can go almost anywhere with it.
Damn.
Great.
Jerry says, "You watch, I will walk again."
I've seen those tracks put on 4-wheel drive trucks.
Yes, but you imagine two on a heavy duty wheelchair, and away you go.
Yep.
And it's been out there for years, more than one, but more like 5 years.
Probably each battery's like crazy.
Oh goodness, yes. But there again, it's like yeah.
If you could put a jet engine on the back.
As things progress, right?
Yeah. You could take them and have wheelchair races with those things.
Yeah, just put a small turbine on the
Put
back.
a small turbine on the back and
A turbine.
yeah.
Why
On the
would
back
you
of-
want to put a piece of rag around your head?
That's where you're supposed to shake your head, Russ. Come on, man.
I got that one good, Charles.
That's only a poke. I'm sorry. That's only a poke.
And there's no family. I'm
And,
sure
and,
some of
and
you
I knew how he would react to that word, which is why I said turbine.
Yeah, yeah.
We have me some sort of money here. It's all right. John wants to.
What,
Yeah,
John?
Greg, you know motorcycle
Do you
helmet.
know why I like hanging out with you guys?
I haven't got the foggiest clue.
John's trying to speak, guys.
What are you talking about?
What, John?
Abood.
you-
There you go, Abood.
Greg, you mean a motorcycle helmet, right?
Pardon me?
You mean a motorcycle helmet?
Yeah, I gotta have a motorcycle helmet. Yes.
No. You know what I'm talking about? A turbine.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I haven't seen a DOT approved one yet.
I seen this guy stocking shelves the other day. I was trying to figure out why he was wearing his motorcycle helmet in the store. It made no sense.
Jerry says, the problem I see with everything you have said is it is all for getting you around outside, does you no good inside or more money for something else.
True.
So why you gotta live in a ranch style house? Everything's all level.
I have stopped at the convenience store and gone in my motorcycle helmet just because I didn't want to have to take the time to take it off
Yeah.
and put it back
Yeah.
on again.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
Does it take so long?
Jerry, I'm in my shop. I go out. I own 2.02 acres where I am. And I can't get to every inch of it, but I do take my scooter to most of it. And when the trees are broken, I saw them up and I, bring them up and I burn them in my my pit. And then I take my scooter and
What a waste of wood.
well, no, this is just rotten poplar. So that ain't a waste of, And no, I don't know where I was going with it. Sorry.
Well, I want to see what Jerry's saying. That he said there needs to be something that gives you life and independence to go everywhere you used to go, to kneel if you need
Well, okay, yes. So I go wherever I used to go, out to my buddy's cottage, and we go duck hunting, and I'm out in the field with my scooter, with my 12 gauge shotgun, with my what do you call loads, my what do you call home loads or whatever. That ain't nowhere near what no damn CIL or some what's your best loads in the U.S. Like I don't know.
Our
And-
best loads in the U.S. are what we'd call heavy field loads, probably.
Yeah, and what's
But you're talking about stuff for grouse or whatever.
Yeah, but no, we do that by about 2/3 better, and yeah, and then we go and we have fun.
Jason
I'll tell you
Rogers
one
says,
thing.
I have 11 acres. Want to buy it? Go ahead, Russ. Sorry about
I was
that.
thinking that you're out there in your scooter. Boy, if you had shot a rifle that had a hell of a kick to it, what if that somebody flipped you completely over?
Well, they have brakes.
That don't mean nothing. If it's
That's
got,
true.
got,
If
got
it's
a
round.
good kick on it,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, Ross, I didn't hear.
He's probably over there.
I
son
can't
of a-
say it again.
No,
He said if you shot something with a had a heck of a kick on it, wouldn't it flip you back?
I was thinking, hell, it might flip you backwards if you're in a chair.
yes. I own, and I probably the worst kick I've had, and I gotta say there's two. 7mm Magnum,
Mm.
home load, or whatever you want to call it. And damn, did that kick? And the other one was a 10 gauge shotgun, 3.5-inch Magnum. I shot it, and we were doing patterning. We had the paper
Yep.
on the target,
Mhm.
and I shot it, and I handed it to my buddy who owned it. I says, "Fuck you." You shoot this fucking thing.
Jerry says, so you drop something on the floor. Do you assess just how important it is before fighting to pick it up? And then he says, one thing's for sure, you have spent way more money to get around than the average person has.
Usually, Jerry, if I drop something on the floor, I'll take something out of my pocket and drop it too, so I have more reasons to get down there after it than just the one.
I generally go find my picker upper.
I generally cuss
It's
and
time
then
to pick
just
it up.
groan and go
I
get
don't
it.
like bending over.
Yeah, I've got
either.
me one of them picker uppers too.
Yes, sir. Yep, you got a picker upper.
Them things-
I got a
I've got
picker
one.
upper.
I've got one in the house and one in the shop.
Yeah.
Guess
Got one in
what?
the shop.
Mine folds in two.
That damn thing is portable.
Mine folds in two.
Mine does not.
Mine don't.
I got
Mine has the
the
Harbor
non-folder in the
That's the Harbor
house.
Freight special too.
Yeah.
I got the non-folder in the house, and my granddaughter uses that.
Huh.
Speaking of Harbor Freight, that little 1-inch, that little 1x30-inch sander,
Yeah.
I'm in love with that little dude.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's for sanding my scrolled stuff. It's great.
Wait a minute now. Which one is that?
I-
Because they got different lines in there now.
Yeah, well they got
Alright.
they got a 1x30 with I think a 5-inch disc on it. That's not the one I have.
Okay.
I bought the one that's just the 1x30. I didn't get the one with the disc on it. I don't need it.
It's the Central Machinery brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Army Green, if
have-
I
I
remember.
got my daughter to pick me up a 6x whatever disc one, 6-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had that. I need to get another
It's
one.
good.
I've got a 6-inch disc, but it's a 4x30-inch belt.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have
4
I've
by
got that one,
36. 4 by I don't know.
I don't know what the hell
that
this means.
disc, that 6-inch disc works real good. Sorry, Charles.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we're
okay.
doing good.
Belt?
I'm trying to decipher Jason's comment as I read it, but I can't. He says I literally dropped product and packaging out of both hands at the same time
Oh,
today.
no. Did you leave one at home?
WTF. But because I
Mr.
said
Dango
WTF, I figured
Foxtrot.
it wasn't a stroke. Jerry says, I'm out of here. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for driving by, Jerry.
Good night, Jerry.
Good night,
I'll be
Jerry.
right
Good
back.
night, Jerry.
Everybody's saying good night to Jerry. All righty.
Good for you.
We're all gonna be saying goodnight right now.
Yeah, pretty quick.
I hate goodbye.
Oh goodness.
John's trying to compete with the scroll on. He's doing his.
Yeah.
Don't say goodbye. We say see you tomorrow.
Get- Okay, John,
Yes, Greg.
do you remember a Canadian movie that was promoted by the Canadian what do you call it? Education whatever called Nobody Waved Goodbye.
Sorry, that was ironic that I waved goodbye when you said that, but Nancy's leaving us. Sorry.
Sorry.
Good night, Nancy.
I don't remember it. Did it show down here?
Well, no, it's Canadian.
Well, my it didn't show down here.
It was a
1964,
Canadian
it's
produced
way,
movie.
way before my time.
got
I'm
real
sorry.
TV.
Yeah, it was probably was, and
Appreciate everybody dropping by. Thank you for having me, John, by God, and old Greg there, and Robin over there, and Billy over there, and Russ over here. And yep, appreciate you.
No, I don't recall it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
good night. Thank you for everybody for showing up.
I'm laughing because John tried to end the show. Greg started his thing, and then John starts talking about what you were talking about. And then you say goodnight. Say, we all got to get on the same page here. I ain't never seen it either. Good night.
No, sorry.
I'm surprised you didn't hit the button and drop out.
We'll talk about your show next time, Greg.
Okay,
Appreciate y'all
All
dropping by God.
John. Thank
Thank
you very much
Yes, Greg.
for
No problem,
allowing
buddy.
me to be annoying.
Me too.
I put him, so it's okay.
What about me?
Not-
Pointed to-
not-
Well,
He
yeah,
pointed at me.
Charles,
What's
you're
he
annoying, and thank you.
I'm annoying.
No. I am, but you're better.
That's being annoying. Wow, that's a hell of a way to end the show. I'm
All
gonna go cry.
We'll talk to you later. See you, but good night.
Good
Bye,
night,
everybody.
Robin.
Bye.
Thanks for your hair, Robin.
Thanks, John.
See you, Russ.
See you, everybody.
Good night. Oh.